Good morning, everybody at home. It is Monday. Markets are close to all-time highs. Oil was down to almost $80 a barrel. It's Spacex day 2. And a lot of stuff has happened, obviously. The president did talk about a lot of different things yesterday. But apparently, he said over the weekend, the U.S. and Iran 60-day peace framework, marking a significant de-escalation, has happened. He said the deal is done. The signing ceremony is supposed to be in Switzerland on the 19th, I believe. So Friday, they're supposed to actually make it official and sign it. He did say yesterday, the deal with Iran is now complete. Congratulations to all. I hereby fully authorize the toll-free opening of the Strait of Hormuz and simultaneously herewith authorize the immediate removal of the blockade. Ships of the world, start your engine, let the oil flow, end quote, President. Market is up, oil is down today, guys. We can take a look at it. But good morning. Good morning. Man, I stayed up late watching UFC 250, but we still got up early so we can do this stream here. Nasdaq is at 30,600 basically right now. If you look at everything, here's oil on the right side. It's all the way down to $80 a share. $80 a share. And yeah, a deal is here. A deal is here. The deal actually happened. We'll make sure. I'm still going to be somewhat hesitant until the signing, but both sides are basically agreeing that the deal has happened. The details of the deal is that Iran reopens the Strait of Hormuz toll-free for 60 days. U.S. Navy lifts the blockade. U.S. waives sanctions on Iranian oil. There's a partial release of frozen funds. Iran can dilute enriched uranium on site. No transfer required for now. And the 60-day window for further negotiations. In a New York Times phone interview, the president said he reached the deal despite objections from Netanyahu. He did say that they would resume strikes if no nuclear accord follows, and they confirmed the MOU suspends Hormuz tolls for 60 days. So apparently Iran's chief negotiator and parliament speaker Ghalibaf and Arachi are supposed to travel to Geneva. U.S. VP Vance is going to sign on behalf of Washington. The Pakistan Prime Minister Sharif confirmed that the official signing ceremony is going to take place on Friday, June 19th in Switzerland. And yeah, it's going to lift sanctions, withdraw forces, lift the blockade, reopen the strait, lift oil sanctions, release funds, and present a plan to build the economy, to rebuild the economy. It is not a clean deal. And so there's still some up in the air, but at the very least, it's 60-day. At the very least, it's 60-day ceasefire, essentially peace deal. Good morning, chat. Good morning here. Let me say hello to everybody. What's up, Ava, Steve, Glass Half Full, Bam Bam, Merovingian, Apex, Proxy, East or Easy, G-Man. Hey, good morning. MVK, Old Hack, Deckers, Halo, Gamer Freak, William, Proxy, Rooftop, Michelle, Ashun, Brian, Julie, William, I think I said William already, Jason, Don, Sam, Checkerboard, Jay, Max. How's that oil short going, brother? You should be doing pretty good in that. Raymond, hey, good morning, dude. Good morning. X, Bobby, Lee, Bam Bam, Jay, both Jays. I don't know if I said hey to both Jays, but both Jays this morning. Good morning. Random, Jason, JJ, Caesar, John Locke, Sarge, Asif, or Az. Did I say Don already? I think I did. Solar, good morning. Alt, Pew, good morning. Bogdan, Sklee, Pulse. Did I say everybody else? Ash. Hey, Don, good morning, brother. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Good morning, my bro. What a green day. Yeah, very green day today, man. It's looking optimistic. Oil is down. You can see gold is pushing up. Did I say hey to everybody? I think I did. What's up, Kay? What's up?
I don't know,
Parv?
but good morning, everybody.
Britt is here also. Britt is also here this morning.
Yeah. Well, even.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks so much for the donation, my friend. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Today is SpaceX day 2. A deal is done. Basically. Let me know if you guys like this deal or not. Let me know in chat right now. What's up, Tom? Barnyard.
A little more into the details of it, but
yeah, see. What I'm reading right now is that there's some good things and some not good things, but at the very least, it's a 60-day, work in progress. I think is what it is. And so I think it's, at the very least, it should cause some stability. It should signal de-escalation and more, is what I think. So, I think it's a good thing. SpaceX day 2. SpaceX at 170. He's hit 176 before the close on Friday here. Yeah, it's just right, a perfect deal. How's your short going, Max? How's your short going? I'm sure you're doing pretty good. Again, Nasdaq is up. Here's the NQ right now. Here's the Nasdaq. 30,600. Where's the all-time high on the NQ? Isn't it? Yeah, 30,800 is the all-time high right here. We're getting very close to that right now. Very close. We're at 30,832 right now. 30,832. But yeah, we're getting very close. Very close. Yeah, crude gap down. It's basically at $80 a barrel for WTI crude. If you look at crude right here, it's all the way down to 80. This is the lowest oil has been really, really since April. This is the lowest oil's been since April. And so we'll see if it holds down here. If it starts breaking down under 80, it'll really be the lowest it's been in a long time, in 3-4 months since the conflict started. If we take a look at yields this morning, guys, let's take a look at yields.
Yeah, if nothing else, hopefully people will just at least get some temporary relief on gas prices. And I mean, of course, that trickles into everything else. So
yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but yeah, that we should get that at the very least right now. Yields are down, obviously, and I think this is gonna make rate cut odds increase. I don't know if they're gonna be probable now necessarily. Let me see. So yeah, you can see yields are down. 10-year Treasury yields at 4.44, 4.47%. 4.447, I mean, and if we look at the Fed Watch tool, Fed Watch tool is still showing we're not going to do much this week. Honestly, rate cut odds still aren't necessarily good here, but it's about 50-50 at this point in time. We'll get a rate hike. So here are the rate hike odds. It's about 53, 52, 48. Maybe less than that. It's like 52, 47 or 53, 47. Odds of a rate hike. So these are rate hike odds right here. So we're still looking 50-50 roughly. Will we have higher rates at the end of the year? This is where rates will be at December. We're currently at 3.5 to 3.75%. But obviously, I think this deal makes it higher likely that we're going to not get rate hikes. Less likely that we're going to get rate hikes. I mean, Bitcoin, if you take a look at Bitcoin here, Bitcoin is at 66,000. So Bitcoin is pushing back up here. It got a nice little push this morning. You see it's all the way up to 66,283 for BTC, so it's doing okay. We did see news that a source tells FARS that there's no clause in the current understanding regarding the missile and drone programs, and this issue is not scheduled to be raised at later stages of negotiations. But at the very least, the US and Iran have agreed on something. They've agreed on something. They've agreed to pause the conflict for 60 days while they work other stuff out. And we'll see what details happen over the next 60 days. We'll see. This is basically a summer deal for them. And, yeah, we'll see what happens now. Are you guys optimistic on this deal? Hey, what's up, Pew? PJ, hey, what's up, dude? I think rates will remain flat all year. I think they probably will remain flat, is my guess. I think they probably will. I have covered almost all my shorts now. I'm hoping it bounces. Regarding oil, it's going well. I'm sick, but I'm here for the beginner trading stream. Thank you, glass half full. I need we're getting to 25, Rooftop says. Hey, what's up, Faye? Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Faye.
Good morning, good morning. Scam alert. What's a scam? Ugh. Big in the greenhouse. Yes, 90% behind the deal. I feel like this is the start of things getting normal again. Yeah, I mean, I hope so, bro. I hope so. I'm tired of covering politics on my stream, but I hope so. I hope so. What are you guys buying today? Let me know in chat right now. What are you guys interested in buying? I think a lot of people stayed up watching the UFC fights last night. So I think a lot of people stayed up by the UFC fights last night.
I went to sleep before the very last one. Honestly, I couldn't stay awake anymore. And John already told me what happened, so it's not a big deal. And plus, I'm going to watch it anyway. I don't really care about knowing the ending to things, even fights.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just couldn't stay awake.
It's late, bro. It was late, dude. Honestly, it would have been done about an hour before that, but the rain delay earlier in the day
I know.
messed
Ruined
it up.
my sleep.
Yeah, the rain delay is what called it, dude. But yeah, a deal is here. Gold. We can take a look at gold this morning, guys. Gold is up. It's up. It's not up a ton, but it's up enough. It's up to 43.50s for gold. So gold futures have been rebounding. If we take a look at silver here today, silver is up to over 70 again, which is good. And you know,
Heck yeah, it is.
yeah, it kind of needed it, but it was at 120s back in January. So, all right, will silver be bullish this week? It depends on what happens. I think, you know, we have the Fed meeting this week. It is the Fed meeting week, right? So, yeah, we have the Fed meeting this week. I think that's going to influence a lot of things. We have retail sales, I believe, on Wednesday. We got the Fed meeting on Wednesday. Today, we have the Empire State Manufacturing data coming out at 8:30. But aside from that, we just have industrial production and capacity utilization. So we don't really have too much stuff going on outside of that. But a deal is here, guys. A deal is here. I'm trying to find some better music. What did you think of the fights? I thought the fights were good. I thought the fights were good. I mean, every fight ended in a knockout. Every single fight ended in a knockout. No submissions. Everything was a KO.
I felt bad for Michael Chandler, though. I'm not going to lie.
Michael Chandler got banged up quick. Dude, he got banged up quick. I mean, listen, Roofy is, you know, yeah. I don't think Chandler was ever going to win that fight.
No, I think Roofy was too tall and too big. Like, Michael Chandler's biggest disadvantage to me has always been his height and his reach, and it was just exacerbated against an opponent like that.
Yeah, if they wanted Chandler to win, I don't know why they threw him in there with Roofy, because that dude.
My dad said he thinks Roofy's going to be champ at some point.
Yeah, he is. I think he is too. Bitcoin starting to pull back here. Starting to pull back. We're at 66,000 for Bitcoin. We have been getting news that ships have been crossing through the strait. So we have been getting news that ships are crossing through. We have Macron speaking right now, saying Hormuz mission could be deployed within 2 to 3 days after the agreement. Reopening of Hormuz must be done without tolls. We will pilot this Hormuz mission along with Britain, and we'll work at G7 with Gulf states to find alternative routes for energy. But yeah, today is SpaceX day 2 here. Today, SpaceX day 2. And SpaceX, guys, is all the way at 169s in pre-market this morning. 169s. Where will SpaceX close the day, chat? Where will SpaceX close the day? What do you guys think? Where's this going to close the day?
I don't know. I'm surprised it's not up a little more than it is. I mean, it might close around where it is now. Who knows?
I don't know. I think I predicted it to close at 185 Friday. It closed at like 175 or so, 170, 175. But you can kind of see the price action here is not easy to gauge, to be honest. Like if we look at an hour, like a minute chart, it had a really nice reaction initially to the IPO, and it did open up over the 135 price point. But now it's at 169, so we'll have to keep an eye on that to see what SpaceX does today. But oil, is there any oil trades that people want to get involved with? I do want to buy oil a little bit right here, and I might actually buy oil some too. I don't hate Max's idea here where it's dropped all the way down to 80s. Maybe it keeps falling more. Maybe not. Remember, we did have the rollover, right? Is it Quad Witch week?
What?
Is it I think it's triple witching on Friday. Yeah, June 19th, when they're supposed to sign the contract, is actually triple witching day. It's a day in which all the contract types expire same day and can be volatile. So that is this week. So remember to roll over your futures contracts today, guys. But we'll see what happens today. I'm thinking about buying oil right now, though. I really am. So here's oil right here. It auto rolled for me. I'm gonna buy a couple right here, longer term day trade, and just leave it. Oh my gosh, I just bought regular oil contracts, guys. Normal oil contracts.
No, why?
It was an accident.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
It was an accident. We're up though.
The tone in your voice was super annoying.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I accidentally bought oil just now. What do I do on the rest of this? I'm gonna cut the rest of this here. I think I made money just now, but I didn't mean to take the trade. So I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do it. But we made money. We made it work. Yeah, we made money. Barely. I'll take it, but I could have held it maybe and made more money, but I gotta switch to micros.
Yeah, I'm looking to corner the frozen orange juice market, you know?
Yeah, I believe you could do that, man. I really do. That's you, Britt. That's you. Let me put this banner up. So I'm trying to get it so y'all can see my P&L here.
I expect between your love of trading and your love of comedy that Trading Places is your favorite movie.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course, dude. You know, it's not my favorite, but it's good. I like it.
I love that movie, dude. It's hilarious.
Yeah. John just trips into money. Accidental money, guys. Accidental money. Yeah. Nobel Peace Prize acquired. I don't know about that. A mini contract size is huge. Yeah, no, I just realized that. I meant to trade micros here. MCLs. Yeah, so we got back with, here's actual micros, which is what I wanted this whole time. I will buy this now and take maybe, what, 3 contracts here and that's it. We'll see how this goes, but I am in oil. SpaceX, see, the Nasdaq is getting up there towards highs as well. I don't know. The only thing about it, though, is that if the Nasdaq starts running towards all-time highs, which I think is a plausible thing today with all the optimism going on right now, I think if the Nasdaq starts running towards all-time highs, oil might fall down a little bit more as it happens. You know, I think that makes sense. We could see something like that. But yeah, Macron was speaking. Let's see where oil closes the month for June here. Dude, for my town.
I'm not correcting here. I'm just certifying this who you're talking about. You mean Macron? Manuel Macron? Okay.
Yeah, Macron. I call him Macrod, but that's okay. I pronounce everything wrong, apparently.
sounds like a bad guy from Tron.
Macrod.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is, man. He probably is. When can we long crude? I'm long crude right now. But it's a short-term day trade. I just think we've held support at these levels for a while. So we'll come back to this, but we are in this now. Dude, I don't know why. Yeah, there we go. All right, you can see my oil trade right here that we're in right now. But yeah, SpaceX is breaking down a little bit right now. It's at 167.50s here, 167.50s. The S&P 500 all-time highs are at 76.32. This morning, the S&P hit 7,600, so they're all pretty close to all-time highs, really. And I think there's a chance that we're going to run up today. I do think a long in indices, specifically NASDAQ, S&P, make sense today. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not an investment professional, but I do think longs, when we're so close to all-time highs, make the most sense this morning. Make the most sense. Now, we'll see what happens, but I do think they make the most sense here. I'm light here thanks to Taporia. Yeah, I mean, listen, don't blame Taporia. Blame Gaethje. You know.
Don't ruin it for me, John. I haven't heard what happens yet.
And honestly, Alex P got banged up too, man. He's just what you realize about Alex Pereira is that the dude is huge. The dude is huge. He's basically a heavyweight cutting down to middleweight. Is what happened.
He is huge, but I kind of wonder, like, 2 things. Number one, if he didn't put on more fat than muscle, because I mean he looked pretty big. I mean, in that regard. And also, I kind of wonder if maybe he wasn't too old to pack that much weight on, because isn't he like 38 or 39 at this point?
Yeah, he is. He's older. Look at S&P fall down though. Hold on, I don't think this is news related, but look at the S&P drop quickly here. Let me check news. I don't think this is news related, but
I'll look too. But yeah, not taking anything away from Cyril Gahn, because I mean he put on a great performance.
Yeah, so I see it.
Good.
Or no, I was just gonna say I see Macron say expect we get a deal on rare earths and critical minerals at G7.
Okay, cool. Tariffs are of no use to anybody. Okay. Yeah. I don't really see much.
Yeah. Strickland 28. I think we pulled back, so overextended pass. Oh, are you guys red or green so far this morning, or have you traded? My oil trade is actually doing pretty well here. Yeah, my oil trade is actually doing okay. Very small, but I think buying down there made sense, and so we did. I think I'll just hold on to this, to be honest, for a little while. See if we keep bouncing back. The S&P and the Nasdaq are falling. I don't see any news aside from Macron speaking. He said the European digital tax has been decided upon by the Europeans as part of our legal structure. Green. Yeah, I mean, I'm in oil right now. I don't mind sitting in this morning. Nasdaq is starting to pull back from that high of the day level as well. I think markets might have expected the Nasdaq to, pull back more. Do me a favor, hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already. Unfortunately, this deal will fall apart.
I forgot to hit the like button. Thanks for reminding me, John.
How could you do this, Britt?
I've betrayed you. I know. I'm sorry.
I know. You have, dude. You have. Oh, but yeah, guys, I didn't get enough sleep last night, dude. I don't know if y'all can tell this morning, but I didn't get enough sleep. But I got a stream today because it's a big day. We got a deal done. It's here. We actually got a deal.
Yeah, well, John is always here for the people. You guys,
That's right. I'm here. Did you get enough sleep last night, chat? CoreWeave overtook NVIDIA percentage-wise.
No, I did not.
Nap time later? Probably. I don't know whether I should add more to oil. My entry is actually pretty solid here on this oil trade.
John said you should be a trader, Britt, not a traitor. Hey, dude, I mean, the two are not mutually exclusive. I can be both.
Yeah, I see people. Are you buying this deal, guys? Yeah, I'm definitely drinking some coffee today. Nothing signed. Yeah, we'll see what happens on Friday. Friday is supposed to be the signing ceremony. We do have the Fed meeting. I do expect us to move a little bit from the Fed meeting. It is the dot plot update, so we will get the summary of economic projections in this deal, or in this meeting on Wednesday, to see where they think rates are going for the rest of the year. And it's the first Kevin Warsh meeting, right? So this is heading into the very first Kevin Warsh Fed meeting. It's important because of that. It's important. SpaceX is also kind of breaking down here. So look, I'm in this oil trade. You can see my P&L and watch it up here. SpaceX will be interesting for day 2 after its IPO on Friday. I do see people talking about quantum stocks. Quantum stocks are gapping up a little bit today. Here's Rigetti. I'll put the previous closing price up so we can actually see that here. But here's the previous close way down here at 21. It's back up to 22 for Rigetti. QBTS gapping up a little bit today as well. The Nasdaq, again, pretty close to all-time highs. Pretty close. I'll believe if both parties sign on Friday. Not believing this deal.
I think it's going to break all-time highs today, anyway.
Yeah, terms really don't match, so I don't see a deal. You should have went long. I did go long on oil. It started to turn against me, but I think I'm just going to hold it break even. Yield's not down much. Yeah, if we look at 2-year treasuries, they're down for sure, but they're not down as much as they could be. That's definitely true. Here's 2-year yields. They're down. I mean, look, here's where we were Friday. We were at about 4.08%, 4.087%. We're now down to 4.04%. So they've dropped some. Is it as much as they could have dropped on this? No, but I think, they're down some. That's good if you want lower rates this year, which I don't know if we're going to get lower rates, but they're down some for sure. Ugh. Hey, what's up, Jen? What's up, MK? Morning, brother. Hey, good morning, dude. What news do we have scheduled this week? We have retail sales. We got the FOMC meeting. I think we have New York manufacturing data coming out today as well. Let me make sure.
Empire State Manufacturing Index, capacity utilization rate.
Yeah, that's what we have. We have New York manufacturing data coming out today. Yeah, outside of that, it's pretty small.
Yeah, and then industrial production and NAHB housing market index.
Yeah, what we do have today, though, is the Bank of Japan rate decision tonight. So at the very, midnight tonight or whenever that drops, the Bank of Japan interest rate decision is coming out. They are expected to raise rates 25 basis points for the Bank of Japan. That's an interesting dynamic with the carry trade situation going on and all that stuff. But yeah, we do have that today as well here. It's going to be basically tonight, so we'll see what that looks like. And then tomorrow we have ADP, we got import-export data and some other stuff. But this is all heading into Wednesday. This is going to be Kevin Warsh's first Fed meeting. A lot of people have speculated where rates are going this year. And so with everything going on, all eyes are going to be on the Fed meeting because, you know, it's going to be Kevin Warsh's first. We're going to hear from him. We're going to see what he's got to say regarding rates. But yeah, right now there's an interim U.S. deal that's kind of dominating markets. You know, obviously SpaceX is relevant, but the interim deal is what's causing some optimism here with everything going on. So we'll see what happens. Wait, where did my trade of it go? Bitcoin's bounced back too some, so that's good. Yeah, Bitcoin rallies to 2-week high on the U.S. ceasefire as well. This is gonna, you know, the U.S. ceasefire with Iran is good because it's gonna mean oil prices stabilize some. I mean, I'm longing oil right now, short term, but the U.S. deal with Iran is gonna at least cause some stability in the flow of oil. Strait of Hormuz is supposed to open back up during the 60-day period. But with that said, oil did just jump some here. So we did just jump some. We're at 80.4s now for oil. I am in this trade. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's very small. We're up, though. I mean, maybe we can build up some more cushion and profit. We're making more as time goes on. We'll see if something's going on to rise the price of oil short term, though. Oil is bouncing up. Look at this. We'll liquidate some of this and then just sit in the rest. I heard that this is not going to be any press conference this month. For the FOMC? Nah, bro, there's a press conference. Yeah, it'll be the first Bank of Japan rate hike in a long time. So 25 basis point rate hike should be interesting. XRP is moving. Bitcoin's up too, man. Bitcoin is up to 66. I mean, it's not where it was a month ago, but it's up. It's up. I think crypto needed this. This conflict isn't over. I hope for peace, but something is going to go in the next 60 days. Oil and silver, gold crash again. I hope not, dude. I don't want to see oil. I don't want to see gold and silver crash, but maybe. We'll see. We'll see, guys.
Me either.
Yeah, did you guys watch the UFC fights? Let me know. Yeah, put yes or no. Let me know if you guys watched the UFC fights or not. SanDisk. Yeah, let's take a look at memory plays here. We got SpaceX on the left side of the chart. MU is back over 1,000. All-time highs on MU are 1089s. We're at 1060. So MU could break all-time highs. SanDisk is over $2,000 a share right now. Over $2,000 a share. It's at 2100s. It's at all-time highs this morning. So these are all-time highs for SanDisk this morning. So memory plays are running. I'm assuming the dollar index is going to be down a little bit on, you know, the last few days. Yeah, it's down a little bit on the day for sure. The dollar index is going to move down on all this stuff because, you know, higher rates is better for the dollar. And so the dollar index is going to be going down just because less people are going to be using the dollar to buy up bonds, if that makes sense. And it negatively impacts it in that way. But yeah, the dollar index is gapping down over the weekend from this news. Oil still down. We're watching it. We're in it. We've taken mostly profit from it though. So is SanDisk ever gonna pull back? I don't know, dude. SanDisk has just been crazy. We'll see if it holds, but SanDisk is... Are you buying SanDisk right now? I don't know, man. I see most people did watch the UFC fights, so I see Proxy, yes. Raymond, yes. Conrad, yes. Steve, yes. UFC card was great. Yes, I did. Yes.
I don't know.
We don't have enough water.
I think I'm more interested in SanDisk when they pivot to environmentally friendly flip flops. You know.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I believe they're gonna do that. They're gonna say, you know what? Who needs DRAM? You know, let's
Bird left a hole in the market. You know.
Yeah, let's move to flip flops. Is the next step here. Yeah, I think a SanDisk split has to be coming, Sam. I think a SanDisk split has to be coming. It's $2,200 a share right now, brother. So I think a split makes sense. You know, a split is basically just when they restructure the shares so that essentially shares become more affordable. So if it's like a 1 to 10 split, they'll take every share and they'll make it 10 times less. You know, I believe they're gonna split it down to like $210 probably. So I think it's gonna be a 10 to 1 split. Or a 1 to 10 split. They're going to break every one share into 10 shares. It is my guess. Well, I'm sure we'll get that announced. As long as SanDisk holds, I'm sure that we're going to get that announced sometime this year or next year regarding SanDisk. It's the logical next step.
Well, it'd be a good opportunity to get in on it if they split it, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Good morning, Big Trader and Fred.
What's up, Chavo? Hey, what's up, Beckett? Hey, what's up, Big Trader? Lots of backlog for memory. It will even go up. Nasdaq daily gap looks insane on the Q. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get out of my oil short here. I'm seeing oil start to wiggle back down, so we made money on the trade for sure. But a small trade to start the day. We gotta start small here, guys. We gotta start small. But again, the breaking news this morning, I'm going to go over this again, is that Iran says the U.S. has agreed to permanently hand over the Strait of Hormuz under their full sovereign authority, with Iran collecting tolls called service fees from all commercial ships after a 60-day waiver period. If we'll see if they get a better deal done in that period of time. I don't know if charging tolls is going to be a good. I don't know if we're going to allow that. You know, I think. What markets
I don't see how we could.
Yeah, I mean, I think what markets are going to interpret as good is, you know, going back to the pre-flow state. And I don't know if we're getting that, but yeah, that's what I don't know. We'll see. Again, the next 60 days will be crucial. We'll see what happens Friday if they even sign the deal, though. Again, it says Iran says draft understanding allows future revenue collections in Hormuz. According to Tehran, the U.S. accepted an Iran-Oman role in managing maritime services and acknowledged the right to impose navigation fees after 60 days. So,
I mean, I know what would happen, but like, I just kind of still wonder what would happen if they started trying to like charge fees and everybody just acted like they didn't hear them.
Yeah.
Again, I know what would actually happen, but
yeah, I see a long list of bears saying trade small to win big. Big psychological mindset for traders. Yes, sir. Are you buying SpaceX today, you guys? Are you guys buying SpaceX today? Sorry, sometimes I ADHD, Brent. It's not intentional, you know.
What? What'd you say?
I said sometimes I ADHD you. I don't know if that was the joke. Okay, yeah, I figured that might have been a joke. Well, it's usually because I'm looking at something else and then you say something and you know.
It's okay. I mean, I don't mind repeating myself just to make sure you hear my incredibly insightful,
talks. Yeah. I believe that. I believe
I was
they
searching
are
for. I was searching for a better word there, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, I believe they are insightful. I mean, I don't listen, but like, I believe they're insightful.
Yeah.
It's not intentional though, guys. This is not a win. Okay. I see a lot of back and forth. Do you guys think this is a win in the Iran deal getting signed? What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a win?
Not really, honestly.
Yeah, do you guys think it's a win? Put yes or no. Not yet on SpaceX, but soon I'm stacking micros. Cheers, mate. Good morning. What are your thoughts about Bitcoin? I don't know, man. I hope so. It won't July 4th. It's just 3 weeks away. I hope so, but I don't know. So I asked people, it's not over. We didn't win.
Yeah, I don't really think it's
necessarily
think it's a win, but I do think, I mean, at the very least, it's a stopgap measure.
Right, for sure. What's up, Red Candles? The Sherberter of the year. Red Candles. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing good, brother.
Man.
Need further confirmation. There will be no tolls. Win for the stock market. Yeah, I mean, it's stability. It's de-escalation and stability, and I think that is a win for the stock market. I do believe that's a win. Is it legit news? What is legit? Thank you as well. What's up? Yeah, you're good. Red Kills. Missed the fights to watch Constantine with my kids instead. I mean, that's a good father move.
Constantine's a really good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not missing the fights to watch it though. You know.
I would.
I've seen it already. I haven't seen these fights. You know.
Me too. I just really like it.
If you're in the market, you're talking about Keanu Reeves. Yeah. Feels good, boys. Read the deal they're signing. You got to pay the toll. You got to pay the troll toll. Is that a It's Always Sunny reference? I think it is. Don't forget, we are the oil spikes. I mean, oil's not down as much as it could be, but oil's pricing in more optimism. Look at SpaceX starting to get up to 170s though. So oil is down to $80, which is again the lowest it's been in a while. And so markets are pricing in de-escalation. I think what markets are maybe pricing in is that we'll get a better deal done in the next 60 days during this current deal, or pause or ceasefire, whatever you want to call this thing. I think that's what markets are, you know. Thoughts on Rigetti? I think Quantum is up. I've said it before. I'll say it again regarding Quantum stocks in Rigetti. I like Quantum. I like Quantum stocks. I think it could be early, and I think you might have to, if you buy stocks now, if look, I'm not an investment professional. I'm going to preface what I'm about to say with that understanding. I'm not an investment professional, guys. What I honestly think regarding Quantum is that it's probably the future of technology, but it's still very, very early. So if you buy these stocks now, number one, you probably want to diversify into a couple different ones, because even if you're right on Quantum, you don't know which Quantum company is going to be the alpha, so to speak. And so diversifying makes sense. Number two is I also think it might be really early. You might have to deal with some swings for a while until it really takes off, which who knows when that's going to be. But I do think there's a good chance it's going to be the future regarding Quantum. And Quantum stocks are up today. So we'll see what happens. We also had Elon Musk. SpaceX could bring in $1 trillion in revenue by 2030. Yeah, I'm reading a Yahoo Finance article that talks about, the Fed is expected to pause rates this week. But basically all eyes are going to be on him to discern his views, credibility, and the position he's going to ultimately take. Greg Dako, chief economist at EY Parthenon, says while Warsh is generally perceived as dovish, he will inherit a committee that has become noticeably more hawkish. The first challenge will not be steering the committee towards easier policy, but demonstrating that his decisions are grounded in economic fundamentals rather than politics. Inflation has persisted above the Fed's 2% target, they say. And this latest CPI report showed it over 4%, the highest level in 3 years. So a lot of people are going to be watching this Fed meeting to see what Warsh has got to say. Will Warsh cut rates this year, chat? Let me know. What's up? Code, what's up, dude? What's up, Doc? What's up, Soul Engine? Adobe CFO moved to Marvell. Says a lot about software right now. Yeah, hey. We had a deal, Code. We had a deal. Meaning we got a deal. Not you and I had a deal, but we have a deal. We'll see what happens. He will cut Archer Aviation. Not me, big trader. That's definitely not what I do, bro. Joven. Good news about XRP. Yeah, Gaethje did that, dude. I'm happy for Gaethje, honestly. He needed that win. He's now officially the champ. And that's great news for Gaethje.
He's such a beast. Like, I don't know how long he'll retain the title just because of his fighting style, but yeah, he's awesome.
As much as I hate to say it, I feel like he's going to be punch drunk within 10 years. He's going to be, he's just got hit so much, dude. But he's got a chin, dude. If he could withstand, sorry, I got to get this blanket out from under my chair. If he could,
the blanket, man.
I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it. But no, if he can get hit by Ilya and keep going. See, what happened is that Gaethje called him early.
And he just never recovered.
And he never really recovered from it, is what happened. Yeah, Nasdaq is close to all-time highs. We did buy oil a little bit today. But Nasdaq is very close to all-time highs. The S&P is closer. So the S&P 500, at least futures, right now, all-time highs in the S&P are at 7632s up here. We're at 7600 basically. So we're basically $32 away on the S&P 500 futures to the all-time high level. Boomers, let's take a look at the Dow, boomers. The Dow is up to 52,000 all-time highs. 52K, over 52,000. The Dow has broken all-time highs. Were the boomers right about the Dow? They might have been, dude. They might have been. But the Dow is at all-time highs this morning. It broke all-time highs specifically at 2:42 my time. So 3:42 market time this morning, just before 4 a.m. The Dow did break all-time highs. So yeah, for sure. John Jones versus Gone. You see how good he is. You see how good he is. We have a deal Sunday and 40 times before now Friday. I don't know. The deal looks pretty. Both sides are agreeing that we've had that there is a deal. So I think that is a very optimistic turn and everything. If both sides are agreeing that there's a deal now, I think that's a very optimistic turn. Anybody else snag a call on Friday? Last night was just one big crypto commercial. Yeah, it was. We have an MOU, not a real deal, just an agreement to make a deal with conditions agreed in the meantime. For sure, but it's definitely de-escalation. It's definitely de-escalation, Good morning, John Wick. What's up, Sven?
Jones beats Gone in under a minute. I don't know about an under a minute. I mean,
No, he did.
Gone is. Oh, he did.
Yeah, he beat Gon in under a minute. He took him down, beat him up.
Oh, beat. I thought you said beats. I didn't see that. Honestly, I didn't watch that fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight. So we do have Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson says respecting sovereignty and territorial integrity is part of the interim agreement with the United States. Iran says U.S. deal memorandum is near completion. The foreign ministry said a memorandum of understanding is being finalized to end what Tehran describes as a multi-front conflict. He framed the development as a strategic victory for Iran. And J.P. Morgan's Karen Warr says falling oil prices could become a huge tailwind for equities. A potential U.S.-Iran deal might boost global supply, push oil towards $70 a barrel, ease inflation, and support cuts. She expects renewed market rotation, Europe among the most attractive regions, as investors remain overly worried. So we have that news going on. But yeah, I think, is it de-escalation? Sure. Is it the greatest deal ever? No. But it's de-escalation, and oil is now down. Dow is at all-time highs. Nasdaq is close to all-time highs. S&P is close to all-time highs. Gold is up to 53.60s. Yields are down. Some. They're not down. It's down. Look, here again, going back to, I think these are 10-year treasuries. They are down. You know, here was Friday. And here is where we are now. So they're really not down as much as they could be, you know, but they're down nonetheless. We already got most of this baked in on Friday, though, as news came out that a deal was almost complete on Friday and stuff like that. So we're moving down some in yields, which is a good thing for rates if you want rate cuts. But it's still up in the air. Nothing's set in stone or perfect or 100% likely at this point in time. So we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Dang, dude, you all right? Congratulations, Violet. Glad you're winning. I knew you could do it. You okay, dude?
Yeah, I'm all right, bro.
Did you choke on your coffee?
No.
Oh, all right.
No, I'm all right. Oracle is cheap. Is Oracle cheap right now? Ugh. But John, shouldn't we be careful as there can be a sell the news event? It's this nicotine thing, man. It's just too... I gotta put it down. Maybe it's too early. Yeah, I know.
Bad for you.
It's probably time to put it down. Oracle has pulled back. I'm still at Oracle. It's a lot better than it was after its earnings report. It's a lot better. Can we do a poll on who actually won? Yeah, let's do a poll. I haven't done a poll yet. So, is the MOU... What's the question here? What's a good question? What's a good question for the poll, guys? What do you guys think? What's a good question for the poll? Is the MOU... Do you think this deal is a good one? Yes or no? I think I'll keep it really simple. Do you think the deal... Do you think this current deal is a good one? I'm going to keep it really simple. There's the poll. You can vote on the poll right now. Make sure to hit the like button. America hates losing. How long will ceasefire last? Well, this one's supposed to be, Alan, 60 days. 60 days. Yeah, Bitcoin is back up some here. SpaceX is currently at 169.50s here, though. We're watching SpaceX day 2 today. The big story is the deal that we have, though. I don't know enough. Okay, let's give you guys some stuff about this. We got a lot of stuff that happened from this deal, but we'll show you guys where the tape is and everything like that. But yeah, basically, let's go back up to it. The 14-point MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. They say this is the details of the deal. Number 1, it lifts sanctions. Number 2, the U.S. withdraws forces from the area. Number 3, the U.S. lifts the naval blockade. Number 4, reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Number 5, lift oil sanctions. Number 6, release frozen funds. And number 7, present a plan to rebuild the economy in Iran. The signing ceremony, again, is supposed to be Friday, June 19th in Switzerland. It's supposed to be between Vance and the Parliament Speaker Ghalibaf and Arachi to travel to Geneva. Pakistan Prime Minister did confirm that the official signing ceremony is going to take place this Friday, June 19th in Switzerland. There were objections from Israel's Prime Minister, though. But the president did tweet saying it's essentially done, that it reopens the strait, lifts the blockade, waives sanctions, partial release of funds, and a 60-day window for further nuclear negotiations. And so I think the big turning point after this deal, to be honest, is going to pivot to, do we get the nuclear deal done in the next 60 days? Because that's what they're saying this is supposed to be, is 60 days to finalize the nuclear versions of it. I should have held that oil long I got in, guys. I should have held. We made money, but we should have held it longer, because look at oil surge back up. It's still down. It's at $81 a barrel. Or it's under $81 a barrel, but oil did surge up. I should have held that long for sure. SpaceX options tomorrow. US gets nothing. So yeah, I asked the chat here, 60-40 right now, no, yes. Do you think the current deal is a good one? 40% say yes, 60% say no. There's no deal. Yeah, we're supposed to work that out. I went for a walk today. We're supposed to work that out over the next 60 days. So, well, we get the Strait reopened. I see Sorrel say, did we get anything out of it? We got the Strait of Hormuz open. That's why oil's down. And we get 60 days of peace to a certain extent. So we get 60 days of peace, and that's good, but the big turning point is going to be, do we get Iran stuff going on? I know I fixed it, Max. Sorry, brother. I'm still in on it. So, Max, you got out of your oil long? We'll be in Switzerland this Friday. Yeah. Yeah, I think we just wanted the Strait open, to be honest. Unscientific? I'm from Florida. It's just common sense. What's up, checkerboard? Yeah, I'm looking at other breaking news here, but I think most eyes are going to be on SpaceX and just all-time highs in the Nasdaq. Really. Let me find this. It was open before it started? Yeah, it was.
What's Nike doing?
I don't know. I'm in Nike right now, though. I hope it's doing good. I mean, most things are going to be up today because of everything going on, right? So, like, most things are going to be higher. But if we look at Nike, SpaceX just creeped up over at 170 again, though. It's at 170.35s right now. Nike's at $45. It is green on the day, but most things are going to be up just because, you know, a deal is good for most companies. Even if, you know, the straight reopening back up is better for most companies, less inflation. I'm reading the updates, and it's pretty much just more negotiating. It's lame. Yeah, I mean, it's a 60-day period of negotiation now, and that's what everything's going to pivot to. So it's a 60-day period of negotiation. I do see that CRM Salesforce signed definitive agreement to acquire Fin. Will acquire Fin for $3.6 billion. No anticipated change to Salesforce's fiscal year 27 financial guidance. So they bought another company. NVIDIA also files to sell debt in a 7-parter as well. I'm looking at other breaking news this morning. But Robinhood reaching for $100 a share. Honestly, Robinhood was down on Friday, though, man. I'm surprised. Let's see what it did. I'm surprised it didn't. I mean, I think it got it back up much quicker, but Robinhood was down on Friday. Yeah, like Robinhood was going down. We can look at yields today here, right? So if we look at like 10-year treasuries, they are starting to creep up a little bit, though, this morning. Like, here's 10 years. So 10 years are jumping up a little bit this morning. Yeah, here. Sorry, I need to put it on live chat. So if I miss some of y'all's messages, there we go. That's better. Yeah. Hope Nike. What do you guys want to buy today? Let me know what asset you want to buy. Put the symbol up in chat. I think there's a lot of ways you could go with this. I think short-term oil buys might make sense, but again, I'm not an investment professional. It depends on if markets start pushing towards all-time highs. In that situation, oil might keep dropping. But what do you guys want to buy today? What stock, what asset, what futures, what symbol? Put it up in chat right now. I see Marvell. I see SLNH. I see gold in the chat right now. I see silver taking profits. NBIS. I see in chat right now. ELF. Oil. Yeah, oil doesn't look like it's the worst. Nokia. I see Nokia here. How's Nokia doing? Robinhood is back up to almost 100 today. We'll probably day trade some of these too. Here's Nokia. Tesla. Tesla is currently at 412s. We're very green in our portfolio today, which is nice. We did have a pretty big pullback in everything though. SpaceX. Yeah, SpaceX is back over 170, so we're definitely watching that today. AVGO, Broadcom. Yeah, Broadcom has been in the wake of a very large pullback here, guys. A very large pullback. Yeah, we'll see.
That Broadcom is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it pulled back big from its earnings. It's doing a little bit better now, but obviously it hasn't rebounded all the way back up. It's at 393s. It's under 400 still. Maybe it's cheap. All things considered, it is in the wake of a pullback here. Last time we were around where we are now, and Broadcom was December, January. So yeah, how's SPCE doing? A lot of people speculated that SPCE would do well, but it did not do well. It looks like somebody almost rug pulled this thing, to be honest. It dropped all the way from 650s back on Friday or Thursday, all the way down to 390s. So, AVGO slowly recovering. What's up, Farmer? Yeah. HDD. SPC is Virgin Galactic. It's basically a space company by the Virgin guy. The Virgin Mobile guy. Y'all might not even remember Virgin Mobile. I do.
I mean, I never used it, but I remember it.
Yeah, y'all don't argue about politics. Don't say two divisive things on either side about politics, guys. Come on now.
Yeah, well, at least keep it civil.
Yeah, let's keep it civil. I don't know what I want to buy right now. So MicroStrategy did buy 1,587 Bitcoin at an average price of $63,024. So they're adding some more into these positions here for strategy. Michael Saylor. Let's take a look at strategy here. Still down a lot. It's rebounding over the last few days, but what about Stretch? How's Stretch doing? Stretch is still close to 100, but it has fallen off a little bit, percentage-wise.
Max, you're right. That does sound like an 80s movie.
Yeah. YSS, York Space Systems Satellite Company. Yeah, from Brunson. SPCE is. Yeah, I just know him as the Virgin Mobile guy. That's all I remember. He's an eccentric billionaire. That's all. That's what I know about him. Yeah, let's take a look at hyperscalers here. We got Oracle. We got Google. All of these aren't hyperscalers, by the way, but there's AMD. Nvidia is sitting at 208 right now.
Oh, you never said what Nike was at. Not that
Nike's at 45s. But it's at 45s. I'm in Nike right now, so I checked it. It's at 45s. 44s. Okay. It's up a little bit, but not too much on the day. I'll probably just stay in Nike. I think long-term Nike makes sense. I'm in at like 50. So I think I'll probably just sit in it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a wise idea. I mean, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm sure they'll turn up at some point. He's Brit. LOL. Are you talking about Richard Branson I'm Richard Branson? Is that what you're saying?
That's secretly Brit this whole time. Well, Brit, loan me 100 million, Brit. You know, listen, if that's true.
No problem, John. Well, I mean, I would, except I'm busy living on my mountain as a hermit. Honestly, if I was mega rich, y'all would never hear from me again. I really would be on a mountain, just like farming with my own power sources and all that.
Yeah. No, I get it. Oil is pulling back a little bit here, though. Is it time to buy it? The only problem is that I think the bulls might take control I don't know if I've asked this yet, but are y'all bullish or bearish today? Bull or bear today?
Bull.
I think I got to go bullish too. So Iran's Bagahi, forgive me if I said that wrong. I'm sure I did.
I couldn't figure out how to say it either. Don't worry.
Yeah. Says the U.S. will commit itself to give Iran access to its frozen funds. U.S. will not give Tehran any money. With that said, the oil is dropping down some. Look at oil dip real quick right here. Let's see what the Nasdaq's doing. Yeah, Nasdaq is getting up there towards all-time highs here. Here's the NQ. It's at 30,612. Remember, the rollover happens this week, guys, so just be careful. But yeah, here's the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is up there. SpaceX is back over to 170 here, but here's the NQ. Yeah, I'm curious to see. The Bank of Japan is supposed to raise rates 25 basis points. I'm curious to see how that impacts stuff. All right, so I asked people, are you bullish or bearish? I see slightly bullish, bull for sure, bull. Cost today. I don't know, Kaiser. I can't believe you bought oil, bro. I did buy oil and I covered it and made money on it. Now oil's going down, so I think I got out at the right time. Bull till midday. Yeah. All it takes is a little BS to undo this. Bull. It's wash week. It is wash week today. Will wash be hawkish or dovish, guys? I am bullish. What's up? Easy to understand. Bull AF sideways. I'm tempted to buy this. We're close to all-time highs here. And I think people are going to start waking up. I think there's probably a lot of people that slept in markets today because of UFC and everything else. Right, UFC wasn't over until like midnight last night, you know. That was 7 hours ago. Okay, look at the Nasdaq dip real quick here, though. Okay, that's not a small dip necessarily here. Look at these red candles showing up on the Nasdaq. I mean, it's not a large dip either, but let me see. Nasdaq pulling back some now. Let's see, U.S. imposes new sanctions on Russia. Huh. Yeah, so we are pulling back a little bit. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, Nvidia plans to raise at least $20 billion from high-grade bond sales. We had Canadian housing starts just show up as well. They showed up at 261 versus 255s. Maybe I should have bought this dip. Dovish, you think, Rooftop? You think Marsh's going to be dovish? Bank of Japan is bullish. Yeah, I see the 20 billion from high-grade bond sales, Sam. Other Sam. Not main Sam, but he's going to be warshish, hawkish, sideways. Beware the Bank of Japan. Yeah, I'm looking at news right now. I do see Nvidia plans to raise at least 20 billion from high-grade bond sales. I'm tempted to buy this dip, though, right here. I think I will. All right, we bought a couple contracts here. Let's see what happens. So we did buy a little bit of the Nasdaq here. We might add a little bit more to this too. All right, we are in 4 contracts here. Although the Nasdaq continues to fall right now. It's his first FOMC. He's going to be neutral. Maybe he's neutral. I don't want to add any more to this, so I think I'm just going to sit in this right now. But something might be going on to drag markets down here as I enter this position here. Yeah, it's not necessarily a small red candle. I got to get out. Something might have just been said or done. Look at this drop. I think this
Iran's, but I can't say his name either, Bagai or whatever, says Tehran will take measures to ensure safe passage in Strait of Hormuz in coordination with Oman and other countries. This will be for a specific time and corresponding to U.S.-owned commitments.
Yeah, I see that. I don't think that would make the markets go down, though. It sounds like they're going to open up the strait.
No, I know me either, but I don't see anything else to read that might do anything.
Yeah, because these aren't necessarily small red candles here. These last 3, 4 red candles just swooping in, turning us red. Here's the 200 EMA though. I think we're about flat on the day now. Yeah, bad timing, Max, for sure. This is where you enter at the 200 exponential. Yeah, again, it looks like this is catalyst driven. Like, look at these drops right now. So I think something's going on. I'm still looking at different stuff, but that's not small. Yeah, take measures to ensure safe passage, coordination with Iman and others. I see Ron. Yeah, for whatever reason, markets are reacting negatively to that. Let's see if oil's going up simultaneously here. That'll be kind of the tell. Okay. So then that could be chip related. Let's see, MU. Let's see, SanDisk. SanDisk is starting to fade back down. SanDisk is under 21s now. Tempted to buy it up again and just jump right back in at the 200 EMA, but could just be profit taking.
Oh, never mind, everybody. Yeah, I was going to say, never mind, everybody. It's just Ace of Flat taking profit.
Yeah, that's right. So again, I should have bought it here at the 200 exponential. That level's been holding. We'll wait though. We do have manufacturing data going live at 8:30 today. So we do have Empire State manufacturing data live 8:30 Eastern Standard Time today. So that could move things. I don't think it will, unless it comes in like a shocking amount higher or lower. I don't think the New York Empire State Manufacturing Index for June is really going to move markets in any big significant way personally today. I just don't think we're going to see that. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't freaking know, but I just don't think we will. We'll have to wait and see. Similar red candles a few minutes before.
Why do you
SanDisk
why do you feel that way?
Regarding what, Britt? Sorry.
Regarding the report letter not moving markets very much, most likely.
Oh, because it's just it's not like a red folder event usually, you know. So like the only time catalysts like this, like the Empire State Manufacturing, actually move markets is if they're shockingly high or low. You know, hey, shout out for the sub, ET. Thank you for the subscribe, my friend. Shout out to ET for the sub. Phone home and go to John's beginner trading stream, ET. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. I was called the other J today. You're the first J. The other guy was the other J. Or whomever that is. Not the other guy, but the other person was the other J. J. As another J, you know, you gotta just get used to being called JJ, you know. Yeah. Big green candle on the Nasdaq. Yeah, we bounced right there. Look, here's the NQ. We're still at the 200 exponential. I'm tempted to buy this again, but I think I'm just gonna wait now. All right, Nasdaq back under it though. Look at the Nasdaq start to fall back down here. So the Nasdaq did crack under the 200 exponential. Bank of Japan raising rates tonight. Yeah, this is the first time they're supposed to raise rates in a long time. They're supposed to raise rates 25 basis points for the Bank of Japan. We'll see how that dynamic gets baked into markets here, but we do have that going on. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Robert? Yeah, it'll get back up, Sarge. I've looked it up. Apparently, the bots are pretty bad on that. So it'll get back up soon. Don't worry. It's not like I used it a lot, but they'll get it back up. I researched it. Apparently, this has been happening to a lot of different people. So once they get back to me, they'll almost certainly put it back up. What's up, Jason? Arthur? Oh, I thought the UFC White House was great. I should change my name. Why is your name not Jason? Oh, to Jay. I'm the main Jay. That's right, Jay. Market dumping today. I don't know, man. You could say this is an overreaction. I don't think it's the biggest overreaction. I think, here's the thing, though. I think the market has gotten baked in. See, we are starting to get some red underneath that 200 exponential. I think the market's kind of got baked into a deal getting done way before this. And then we finally got one. We also had U.S. Vice President Vance just say, quote, "The deal gives U.S. enforcement over Iran's nuclear program. Iran's Baghaei says U.S. is obliged to deliver its commitments under the agreement. Failure to do so will lead to reciprocal measures from Tehran." And again, U.S. Vice President Vance said Iran agreement has a two-step verification process, but he also said that Hormuz is enjoying more traffic already. So getting some back and forth there here today, guys. In 8 minutes, we have the Empire State Manufacturing data going live. SpaceX is still at 170s here. You can see it at 170s on the left side of the chart. It's right between the 200 EMA and the volume weighted average price on a 1 minute chart. See, we're close to all-time highs though in the Nasdaq. And again, boomers, the Dow is at all-time highs this morning, or at least it was. 52,161, new all-time high in Dow futures. We'll see what it opens up as today.
I don't know how you actually say it, obviously, but Baghaei just makes it sound Irish.
Yeah, it does. Iran's minister said ships have already started to move. Yeah, we're getting news that ships have been getting through the strait. We have been getting news like that all morning here. We got news earlier. Let me find it. I saw it earlier. I saw news earlier that at least that it was documenting some ships got through. So we continue to get news like that. Maybe oil continues to fall back down. I'm not sure. But we did get news earlier that ships are getting through. Yeah, I'm looking more. I'm seeing if I can find the exact one. I can't remember what the ship was called, but we got news that at least some ships passed. Yeah, Germany's Marine Shipping Association says we are cautiously optimistic regarding the U.S. deal. All right, guys. So yeah, Riverdance on Wall Street. Man, it feels good to be a boomer. Chris, you're not a boomer, are you? Crisscross applesauce. Is that an Office Space reference? I think it is. Or it's a song reference. Sorry. I always correlate that song. What Nasdaq are you watching? I'm watching the Nasdaq futures contract, my friends. Which is currently under the 200 EMA, but it's back over now, actually. It's at 30,500. Remember, all-time highs on the NQ are 30,800s, I believe. Yeah, 30,807 NQ futures. It is rollover week. It will be triple witching week. Speaking of triple witching, when the heck are they going to bring single stock futures? Yeah. Boomers love going to Costco. I'm sure they do, yeah. Looking at sea cargo ships, there are a few moving. Yeah, no, if we look at the traffic.
Hey, dude, that's not fair. I love going to Costco.
Costco's all right.
I love it, honestly. That's the only place I like to shop.
It's all right. So it is rollover week, guys. So triple witching is this week on Friday. It's the day of where all three major contract types expire same day. This includes index options, index futures, and stock options. All expire on Friday today, guys, or Friday this week. So I don't know what to do here. Nasdaq is close to all-time highs, so I want to be bullish, but you could also say we're extended here. Also, it's a short week. Is it a short week? Oh, the market is closed on Friday. Market is closed on Friday. The market is closed. Yeah, I think the market is closed on Friday for Juneteenth. I think that's right.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, Rigetti's pulling back a little bit. Nasdaq is... It seems like a reasonable pullback, but now we're under the 200 exponential here. Watching usually burns a lot of people. Yeah, it's rollover week, guys. It's rollover week. I think Trade Evade automatically rolled over for me, but I'll have to look. I know, Sam, I know. It's hardest, honestly, the stream kind of makes it harder to quit than normal, just because I'm here for 3-4 hours a day, 5 hours a day. So. Yeah. Yeah, TOS automatically rolls over. So it depends on which one we're looking at, to be honest. But it's basically at the same point now. Remember, we were here last week at some point, John, and the Nasdaq bounced back and ran. Well, yeah, a lot of the markets priced in the deal late last week is what we saw. So the market's kind of priced in the deal late last week. And now that the deal's actually done, we're seeing a continuation of that pricing in. But I'm waiting until Friday. I want to see what happens Friday. SpaceX killed it with his IPO, though. It's over 170s. I know SpaceX is getting big because my mom messaged me and she said, "Hey, John, should I buy SpaceX?" And I told her it depends on how long you want to hold it. But yeah, my mom did message me and say, "John, you know, the last time she did this with Dogecoin in like 2021. So I know markets are hearing about SpaceX. I know the world is hearing about SpaceX because my mom's messaging me.
Mom's going to Mars, dude.
I know, dude. Sign her up. Sign her up. Oh, Triple Wishing is Thursday this week. Is it really? Yeah, I don't know if that's a good sign. My mom messaging me asking me about SpaceX. I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's a good sign. Honestly, my logic has always been when people start hearing about something outside of markets, like when people outside finance circles like us start hearing about different symbols, there could be a bubble. There could be a bubble. I'm not saying that's the case for SpaceX. I still like SpaceX a lot. But when markets start pricing that in, when people start hearing about it outside of finance, sometimes there's a bubble. I'm not saying there is, but sometimes there is, you know.
Or maybe Elon's just giving your mom the inside track, you know?
Yeah, maybe. And my mom is 70-something years old, has no idea about anything about finance, right? So, we'll see what happens. Again, I don't necessarily think it's a good sign. Anyways, guys, we got 40 seconds left. Let's see what the New York Empire State Manufacturing Index shows here. It's expected at 13.2. I don't necessarily think it's going to move things, but it could. We'll see. Data drops in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Yeah, the Nikkei Japanese index did surge to fresh records highs above 69,000 overnight. So other markets are celebrating, but here we go. Here's the data in 10 seconds, basically, guys. 10 seconds. We'll see what this shows. But Empire State Manufacturing Index expected at 13.2s. It shows up now at 5.7, weaker than expected for this, actually. 5.7, weaker than expected versus the 13.2 expected. It shows up at 5.7 here. So I'll put this data up on the chat. Canadian wholesale sales showed up as well, but you can see it in the chat right now. I did show up a little bit weaker than expected. Nasdaq is reacting some to this, but not a huge amount so far, obviously. We'll see what SpaceX does today, but all right, Nasdaq actually going up a little bit now. Interesting. Yeah, look at the Nasdaq jump some here. Yeah, we got it up in chat right now. It's 570 versus expected 13, roughly. No, I don't think so straight. Regarding the latest deal, I don't think so. I think we're going to get this done. I think this one's going to get done. We did a poll earlier today. We asked, do you think the current deal is a good one? 53% say no, 47% say yes. Yeah, I might be taking some trades in the background, Max, on TOS. Yeah, that was me. I think we'll get this deal done. I don't know. The question is it a good deal? I don't know. Again, Canadian wholesale sales came out at 0.6%. They expected 0.1%, stronger than expected. New York Fed manufacturing showed up at 5.7 versus 13.7 expected. So weaker manufacturing data. The Nasdaq is in kind of a sideways range, though, an hour before the open. So we got less than an hour before the opening bell. I'm going to ask the chat this again. What are you buying today, guys? What are you guys interested in buying? Let me know your trade ideas. Let's talk about it. The S&P is set to add $900 billion today after the U.S. and Iran announced the peace deal. The index is up. It's now just 1.2% from record highs, apparently. So we will see what happens there. But what are you guys interested in buying? SpaceX, I see people mention. Bitcoin, I see other people mention Bitcoin. Bitcoin's bouncing back some. Do y'all believe the 4-year cycle, though? Because I think I see gold. A lot of people mention gold. It's time to buy. Look, here's gold. Gold's up some today. It's not a crazy amount. I was explaining this to somebody, but gold has had a crazy 6-month period. You know, a crazy like 6 to 8 month period. Went up to 5600s at the end of last year. It is now at 4300s, just under 4400s. It is up a little bit just because yields are down some from the deal. But gold is interesting. I think it depends on how long you want to hold gold. You know, I like gold long term. Short term, I have no idea what it's going to do, just based off of the volatility we've seen in gold recently. All right, so I asked the chat. Let me look up what everybody's saying here. I see Bitcoin, SpaceX, Marvell, and ARM, gold, RKLB, Bitcoin, gold, QS, AVGO. I see Intel and AVGO, Bitcoin, AMD, ICP. Bought a little Bitcoin. Bro, my house is freezing right now. What is going on? This guy's actually rapping right now. My house is freezing right now. I feel like I'm in Antarctica right now. It's cold here, guys. It's cold. 4-year cycle, Pew. Yeah. I think 4-year cycle makes sense. We might be sideways or down until what? What is it? When's the 4-year cycle date in which, like, we usually went downtrend for like a year, and so we started the downtrend in October, a little bit earlier than that last year. So that's when we'll start to recover, is what the 4-year cycle entails. Is that right? I'm pretty sure that's right. Buying AVGO.
I've kind of been thinking the same thing, Sam. I mean, like, it hasn't really, to me, it hadn't been around long enough to establish a pattern, but.
Yeah, I think, oh, real quick, hold on. Nasdaq just dipped again. The Nasdaq is still falling down some. It looks like a short right here, though, but it was so choppy prior to this. So the Nasdaq is fading down a little bit. Gold is pushing up some still. Oil falling some still. Here's $80. Oil just broke under $80 for a little while, guys. Look at oil right now. Oil did just dip under $80 a barrel right now for oil. So oil is effectively under $80 right now. SanDisk is under 2100s. So $80 might be a bounce level in oil, huh? Is it too risky to buy oil here? I will buy oil. Maybe I should buy gold right now. Gold's pushing up. Great deal with the Ron Harbaugh deal for the United States. Another note, we are coming out with a new song on Spotify. Hey, good luck, Robert.
Yeah.
Sell the news. I mean, I think we're up a lot this morning, though. I did just buy oil here. We'll see how that goes. Gold's getting close. Where's the high of the day on gold? Yeah, high of the day is right here at 43.68. 43.68. 43.70s is the high of the day on gold. We'll see how that responds here. But why would you buy oil now? I mean, I'm just buying it short term. We're day trading. People always take what I say and they make it long term. They're like, hey, why are you buying oil? It really just depends on like the short-term extension and everything like that. So we did buy oil, but it's up a little bit, not much. We'll let you guys know how this goes. Here, let's do another poll here today, guys. I'm going to do another one. And the poll is going to say, buy or sell oil. Right now. We're going to keep it really simple. Buy or sell oil right now. I'm gonna put an option for neither in the chat as well. Or just wait. I'm just gonna put wait. Buy or sell oil right now. You need to short oil, don't buy it. Well, it's short term. To be fair, if oil drops. Yeah, I think $80 seems to be a support level here. We're actually pretty green on the trade so far here. I'm gonna take one off and then just let the rest sit. Just to lock in profits. Alright, so we did our poll. 36% of people in the chat. Hey, thank you, Mystic Flowers, for the subscribe. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Speaking of subscribing, listen, guys, we're putting in sub-only mode today, guys. Sub-only mode is here. Subscribe. Do it now. SpaceX is currently 170.30s right now, 170.30s. Depends on the chart in the moment. Like you said, you are day trading. Right, exactly. Most people are clueless. Yeah, I'm short-term trading markets right now. So there's no way I'm going to be holding this anywhere close to, long-term right now in futures. Futures expire quarterly, so I couldn't hold it long-term anyway. Is Britt trading? He's kind of quiet.
No, I'm just letting John talk. He's kind of on a roll today,
Am I talking too much, bro? Let me know. Yell at me, Britt.
No, you're not talking too much. I don't have anything meaningful to contribute to some of these things. You're just more knowledgeable about a lot of it than I am. I'm still learning, so I'm just listening. When you're learning, the key is to listen more than you speak. So
no, that's true for sure. We did have Vance come out a couple minutes ago, said hope to release text this week according to CNBC. And we'll see how this oil trade's going here. I'm also in SpaceX. But look at gold, guys. Gold's about to break highs of the day right now. So gold is up to 43.67s. SanDisk is actually pulling back a little bit. It's under 7,100s or 2,100s right now for SanDisk. So SanDisk is actually dipping down some. Silver and gold keep pushing. That's true. Yeah, look at gold get up here, guys. 43.67s for gold. So gold is almost at highs of the day here. This is probably from yields going down. Are yields falling still this morning? Yeah, we're at 4.45%. Trying to think of where we were when I looked at it. And yields have kind of been pushing up though, but they're still net down from Friday, of course. Here was Friday right here, just to show you guys. Friday's close. Here's where yields are now. So they are lower for sure. What do you think of Nvidia for the day? I don't know what Nvidia's going to do today. I think that's kind of up in the air. Nobody else does either. SpaceX just hit 171s, though. The all-time high on SpaceX, though. Look at SpaceX rip right now. The all-time high on SpaceX is 176.52. It's only been open for half a day. But all-time high is right here for SpaceX. Right around right here. A U-turn in markets, all-time highs. Yeah, the long-lasting all-time high of half a day in markets, guys. The Dow is up to all-time highs as well. Boomers are happy today. Yeah, the Dow. 52,161 new all-time highs. And it's getting closer up there as well here, though. Bitcoin 66K again. V-shaped recovery. Vance says US holds all the cards. Yeah, but they're going to say that, though. Like, look, both sides are going to be like, this is the greatest deal we could ever do with each other. Both sides are going to come up saying they won. So both sides are going to come out saying they won. Tomorrow, SpaceX options, I'm pretty sure KT7s. They said, hey, John, do you know when SpaceX options will come out? Tomorrow, I believe, right? Chat, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But SpaceX options happen tomorrow, right? Is that right? Like, we actually get options for SpaceX tomorrow? Do you think the peace deal is going to be positive news for NVIDIA? I don't know if it's directly NVIDIA related here. I think NVIDIA can kind of lead or lag behind the market, but can move with the market in a macro sense. And so I think it's generally good for NVIDIA just because of de-escalation, more optimism. But it can also just be its own animal, so to speak, in that way. NVIDIA, it's not something directly tied to the Middle East or oil necessarily here. So, and NVIDIA's been on the wake of a pullback here. I don't necessarily hate buying NVIDIA right now. Not telling you to buy it, though. SpaceX is at 171s, and it would be a long-term hold regardless. So it's the 18th. I heard it was Tuesday for options. Again, let me know if I'm wrong, but I heard it was Tuesday for SpaceX options. No? I'm still watching gold. Gold's up to 43.66 here. The only losers with this deal are the people Yeah, I'm probably going to cut my oil trade flat right now. So I bought the dip, made some money, and then got out just now for oil. So we'll take it, but as we get closer to that $80 level for oil, I think markets might get so excited about oil breaking down under $80 for WTI crude. You can see the lows early this morning were 79.70s. That I don't want to get caught in a drop real quick under $80. Maybe optimism picks up if oil breaks down under $80 again and we start to get a surge. This was a liquidity grab right here though, so we could get a similar thing, but I don't necessarily want to hold through the test of 80 personally here with CL futures. Yeah, the Fed meeting on Wednesday is going to be important. I would normally say we might chop sideways, but I think with so much going on in markets with the deal and SpaceX and you know, oil down and gold and silver up and yields lower, I think with some of this, you know, markets could still be volatile, even though leading into the FOMC week, sometimes the markets are flat. So we'll see. Are you bullish or bearish on the Fed meeting this week, guys? I think we're going to pause rates, but I think what Warsh says is going to be incredibly significant versus other Fed meetings we've seen over the last 6 months that were all pauses. I think, number one, we have the summary of economic projections, so we see where the Fed thinks rates are going during this Fed meeting on Wednesday. Number two is we get Warsh's first press conference. So we're going to see where he stands in terms of macroeconomic policy. We're going to see where Warsh stands in terms of rates. What he's planning to do potentially, what the base case is. My guess is he's still going to be what's called data dependent. But, you know, that's a big if, and we don't know for sure what he's going to say. He could come out super dovish and markets could celebrate, or he could go the other way and say, hey, you know, inflation's still high, there's risks. And, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, so I see U.S. forces must leave vicinity of Iran 30 days after the final deal, apparently. So, what color will Warsh's tie be? Oh, that's an interesting color. What if he came out with a green tie? Hey, what's up, Greasy? Thinking of Solana? We'll see about Solana, brother. If you trade Bitcoin, I see a target of 67,000. Orange tie. Yeah, dude, we'll see, bro. We'll see. SpaceX just pulled all the way back to 170s, though. Oil's still testing that $80 level for WTI futures, though. You can see it pulling back here. It's right at $80 a barrel right now, so it's moving down. Red tie. Green would be awesome. I would laugh if it was green. Polka dot.
Green's good.
Switch it up. Yeah. Yeah, well, Powell always went with purple. You know, so. But yeah, I see U.S. forces must leave vicinity of 30 days after the final deal, apparently.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if this $80 level holds for oil. Mauve? Mauve? Is it mauve or mauve? I always get it wrong.
It's mauve.
Mauve? Okay. So both of those
mauve.
are wrong.
No, I mean, I've heard mauve and mauve, so I don't know. I think it just depends on where you live.
They're both right, guys. They're both right, you know. All right. Yeah, they're both right. Yeah, we did bounce on oil just now, though. We did pop up on oil. NQ going down. Yeah, I'm looking at the Nasdaq right now. I see oil jump a little bit at 80, but I think we're really at this kind of big level here. And we're kind of, like, we're up a lot on the day, but we don't have a ton of momentum. If anything, the Nasdaq has been pulling back some here. I might buy it if it gets down to 30.5 thousand. Because if you look at 30.5K, VWAP's right around there. Big whole dollar number halfway to 31,000. And so I don't necessarily dislike 30.5K if the Nasdaq gets down there or not. We'll see if it does. But I don't necessarily hate 30.5K on the Nasdaq here. We'll see.
Yes, we will.
Did Power have a Submariner? I'm trading futures, Raven. Mostly. I think we've been in a downward trend short term since early this morning. It could be time to buy the dip, though. I don't know. Looking at our poll numbers, 35% say sell oil right now. 31% say buy oil, and 33% say wait. I can respect the waiters here. The people who are saying wait. Doesn't look that great for oil to go much lower, but if oil hits 65 this week, hey, good luck, dude. Yeah, we're down. I mean, look. Also, guys, check out Lucid if you haven't already. Lucid is a great way to learn how to day trade. Most day traders lose money, right? And Lucid, the good thing about Lucid is like in prop firms, Lucid gives you a really cheap way to learn, and some of the rules are the best in the game, right? Like end of day drawdowns and everything is an important, way to look at it, because end of day drawdown means you can build up a cushion on the day. And like, let's say your drawdown's $2,000. And let's say you make $500 bringing it, instead of the drawdown following you, let's say you make $500 intraday, now your drawdown is $2,500. Say you take larger risks and you make another $500, now your drawdown is $3,000. And so what it enables you to do is you can take larger sides once you're very green on the day and have big gains and potentially take larger payouts and stuff like Lucid. Lucid Flex specifically here, guys. So if we look at Lucid Flex, the reason traders like Lucid Flex is because Lucid Flex, once you're actually funded, has some of the best rules in funded accounts, right? Like the reason Flex accounts are taken off is because if you look at Lucid Flex, once you're actually funded here in this account, let me put this up. Once you're actually funded here in this account, no consistency rule, no DLL below the initial trail, right? You just have to make 5 days of 150 or more minimum days profit, which is reasonable, right? And that enables you to take much bigger risk. What a lot of traders do is they take big size, they make big gains, and then they slowly make their $150 days after they make big wins on the account, since there's no consistency rule. Some of the best rules in the game in funding. If you want to help support the channel here, you can check out Lucid. Get the max discount. Whatever the max discount is, coupon code BGT will get it for you. Here's the link if you want to check it out. They are an affiliate of mine. I am biased, but genuinely useful. And again, we don't sell a course. We don't sell a service. We cover things for free every day here. So if you want to help support that aspect, use coupon code BGT. And remember this face at checkout. Guys, remember this face right here. Hey, good luck, Sam. I'm on day 2 of the Lucid Flex 50K. Only 750 to go to pass now. Hey, good luck, dude. All right, so SpaceX did bounce at the volume-weighted average price. The Nasdaq is really kind of just consolidating around the 200 exponential on a 1-minute chart here. Volume-weighted average price is way down there. But I don't know if there's any good trades to get in right now. I think I gotta wait. Maybe the opening bell will get some volatility unlocked. I think the opening bell today. Hey, thank you so much for the subscribe, Kim. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Maybe we'll get some volatility at the open. Nasdaq starting to jump up some though. Look at the Nasdaq 35.75s right now. Bitcoin's doing okay. Bitcoin's doing okay. I mean, yields are down some from early last week, right? So yields are doing okay. Yield fearing assets like Bitcoin and gold are going up right now. Bitcoin back up to 66.5s right now though. Look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is making a move back up here. 66.5s. Look at Bitcoin. Gold's popping back up today as well. Yeah. All right, let's do an opening bell countdown here, guys. Yeah, we'll just put that up. All right, guys, 66.5s right now. I don't know whether to buy or sell. I really don't. I don't think there's any easy, clean way to gauge it. We also had Tasnim reporting that Iran says the U.S. committed not to impose any new sanctions. So we have that going on. We're heading for 100,000 Bitcoin. Maybe. It depends on if you believe the cycle. But it's up. It's, again, yield-fearing assets like Bitcoin and gold are up today. Gold's up. Bitcoin is up. Everything's up, really, except for oil. But if we look at gold right here, gold just cracked highs of the day. Got up to 43.70s right now. Dollar cost average into BTC, FTW. Yeah. We'll see, my friend. We'll see. Opening bell is in 37 minutes, guys. 37 minutes. The circus is fun. What's up, Soul of Pepe? Yeah, gold's up there. It's a little bit, you guys know me. I don't really like attacking the range up, like, I like attacking the range up to lifetime highs, or all-time highs, or highs of the day. I don't really like taking the high of the day break here. So, yeah, and remember, we got interest rate decision on Wednesday. The summary of economic projections drops at the same time. What's up, the opening bell, Briggs? Getting ready? What's up, dude? SanDisk is still up a lot on the day. SanDisk hit highs of 21.24 this morning. Almost 21.25. It's under 2100s now, though. MU, on the other hand, is still holding pretty strong as well. It's at 1059s, hit 1066s. I believe highs in MU are 1080s, 1089s, all-time highs on MU up here. So very close to that as well. And I do think a bull argument makes sense than a bearish argument today. The only way I can see markets interpreting things as bearish is if people start to really digest some of the terms of the deal and they don't like it. And so then maybe we have a situation in which, yeah.
Do you think SanDisk at this point kind of has to split to encourage more investment?
It doesn't have to, but I think most executives and leaders there are going to think splitting is going to be a better move just to make it more affordable.
Yeah.
You know, because it's over $2,000 a share. You know, for one share, it's over $2K. They want people to be able to afford it and buy it, and more people buy it when it's cheaper. Yeah. That's why companies split to begin with. Yeah, we got Kevin Warsh this week. We do have Kevin Warsh. MU earnings next Wednesday. Kevin Warsh's first Fed meeting is this week on Wednesday. Retail sales are also on Wednesday, guys. So let's see. Hope they split fast. Yeah, we'll see, guys. All right, SpaceX currently still sitting at 170s. We got about 30 minutes into the opening bell. We'll see what we get. We had a long stream on Friday here. We streamed for a long time. Got a bunch of people here watching, so I appreciate everybody that tuned in here. But look at SanDisk. SanDisk's still dropping right now. Nasdaq still consolidating under the 200 exponential. Hey, shout out to Justin. Thank you so much for the subscribe, my friend. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you, sir. No, so the Lucid Flex does have a consistency rule on the eval, right? I think it's a 50% consistency rule on the eval, so it takes at least 2 days to pass it. But that's fine, because once you pass it, it doesn't have one, right? Like, that's why Flex is the preferred choice of evals, is because there's no consistency rule once you're actually funded on there. I do see the Nasdaq start to jump a little bit here, though. So the Nasdaq's starting to jump up some here. Let's see. Not a lot, but retesting the 200 exponential here. So let's see if we get over that or not. Yeah, look at the green showing up. We do have the 9 a.m. scrum happening in 5 minutes here, guys. So we have the 9 o'clock scrum. Loose cannon. Yeah. Do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button. Guys, hit the like button. Don't make me say do it now. Don't make me say it. We have how many likes today?
Do it now.
Yeah, we have 226 likes. Yeah.
Which is nice, but, you know, we could always use more.
Yeah, we need 300 today, guys. You know?
Yeah. And if you haven't, you know, join the Discord and follow us on X.
First thing I do, I appreciate you guys. We got a good community here. There's not that much negativity. You know, like, yeah, we get trolls, but, you know, we just ignore them. And I appreciate you guys. I really do. We give everything out there for free. We don't sell a course. We don't have to exaggerate and claim to be some type of expert. You know, like, we just kind of give people stuff for free. And I think people appreciate it. I think they do.
I would, Max, but I don't do a good Schwarzenegger voice. Sorry. No. You know, that's terrible.
Yeah. Get to the chopper now.
Get to the chopper, you know. Get down, get out of here.
Is it time? It's very chill here. Hey, we appreciate you guys. Top 3 lurkers. Speaking of lurkers, guys, I know we got 1,100 plus people watching the stream right now. Some of you guys don't say anything in the chat. It hurts my feelings. I'm just gonna put it out there. Lurkers, how could you do this? You know, say hello to everybody right now. If you're driving, don't do it. But pull over to a safe place and say hello. You know, tell your boss, wait. John is live right now. You have to do something. Commitments,
Y'all, the
guys.
real reason John hasn't been sleeping well, you know, it keeps him up at night just wondering why you guys won't talk to him.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm like, it keeps me up at night. I'm like, where are the lurkers, man? How could they do this? Not say anything. What's up, Blaze? There you are, dude. What's up, dude? What's up, Fender? What's up, Radioactive? What's up, Lucky? What's up, Richard? What's up, JB Tech? What's up, Top 40? Lurker's gonna lurk. I know, Molly. I see you guys. I know. That's okay. I lurk sometimes too in my own stream. You know, it's the first thing I do. How did they have Gaethje as 6-1 dog in the fight? I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, whenever he fights right, I mean the right way or whatever, I mean, he's almost unstoppable. And
yeah, but he's not on every fight. Is what it is.
No,
He's inconsistent.
he's not. But he kind of. Oh shoot, who were we talking about him fighting last time, John? We were talking about it last night.
Which one? The one where he Tony Ferguson?
Yeah, that was gonna say. He fought against Topuria, at least from what I've seen, the way he fought against Tony Ferguson, like very smart. I mean, aggressive, but not overly aggressive.
No, for sure. No, 100%. If he's on, he's on. But if he's not on, he's not on. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Blaze? What's up, Bruce? Yeah, it would be funny if all expect the market to go up based on the news, but it will sell the news. It could be a buy the rumor, sell the news event, 100%. Hi, I'm a lurker from the Netherlands. What's up, Crypto? All the lurkers just showed up as soon as I said anything, too. Look at all these people I haven't seen before. Yeah, I see you guys. You know. What's up, Cat? Hey, thank you for being here. Quick, everybody be negative. You'll get banned quick in here, dude. Very quick. Ryan, thank you guys. Moneybags, McGee. Hey, I see you.
E negative, that's my rap name, you know?
Yeah, B.
Yeah.
Fender. Radioactive Goat Man. Richard. NC. JB, Top 40. Sean. Molly. John B. Brazzy. Tommy. Raymond. Rafe. Creamy. Cause Chaos. John Flores. Significant Gold. Kev. Ray. Merovingian. I love a good Matrix name, bro. You guys know me. Andre. No more lurking. I've pulled you guys out from the shadows. Lurkonomics. Lurkonomics for sure. SpaceX is down to 170.30s here, guys. 170.30s. Down to 170s now for SpaceX here. This thing's not really moving. I'm sorry I'm not trading more. There's just not any trades to take right now, I think. Unless we're doing long term. Lurker from Albuquerque. Everybody loves Raymond. What's up, DZ? JC, hey, what's up, my friend? Robs. Yeah, BGT Robs is the code. BGT, my friend. Definitely doesn't stand for beginner trading, you know, like I always say. That's definitely not it, you know. What happened to BitBoy? I don't know what happened to him, dude. He kind of, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what happened to him. All right, SpaceX started to dip down. It just broke 170s on the downside here. Let's watch gold here, though. Here's gold. I think we also obviously have to watch oil. Gold's pulling back from breaking highs of the day as well. Oil bounced hard at $80 a share, or $80 a barrel here. So oil's having a hard time breaking under 80s here. Morning, everyone. Hey, John, do you think the Nasdaq might fill the gap down at the open before a push to all-time highs? Possibly. It could take some longs out and then move back up. That's not beyond stuff we've seen historically in markets, I think. So it's possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's possible for sure. Big green tomato, that's right. Expecting some profit taking today. Still seems like the U.S. and them have a different deal what they want to sign. Should be worth 70. What should be worth 70? It's a long day to close the gap, though. Yeah, it's a long way down for sure. I mean, markets have gapped up so much from the optimism. It's definitely a long way down. The Dow, again, guys, boomers. True bat signal. Here's the Dow up to 52,165. Just broke all-time highs this morning, guys. Yeah, so the Dow did break all-time highs just now again. Or no, wait, did it? 79 is all-time high. Oh, it did, yeah. We just broke all-time highs again. But not quite, actually. Let me see. Yeah. We did. Okay, sorry. SpaceX bounce. Yeah, so that's the 9 a.m. move here. When does the Nasdaq break 31,000, chat? It's kind of a big drop. None of these are really big. SpaceX, maybe you can say it's a big drop, but I think SpaceX is going to unlock at the opening bell. It's going to be the first opening bell for SpaceX. So I think, you know, we'll get big moves either way, probably at the opening bell for SpaceX, just based off of it's the first opening bell for it, you know.
If everything works out the way it's supposed to, I don't know, the next week or so, week and a half, maybe.
31K. We could hit it today for sure. We're not that far away from it, you know. Like the Nasdaq is what right now. Yeah, it needs to. I mean, we would have to go up about $300, but that's not outside of the realm of possibility here with it. Scalp gold longs on this dip. I don't know. Depends on what we think the yields are going to do with gold. Hey, what's up, Pryor? Getting spanked on the Dow, short out 51,200 from Friday, waiting for a fill of that huge upside gap. Why would you short the Dow on Friday, though, Kat? No offense to you. I mean, it's all good. Universal Code says the fall is coming. But knowing a deal might potentially get signed over the weekend. I mean, I guess I'm not too upset with it because who knows if the deal would actually have gotten done. But this one did, for the most part. And so unless we get more escalation over the next 3 days until Friday, 4 days until Friday, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I don't know if I would short the Dow over the weekend. I think that was a bold move. All SpaceX employees are getting ready to sell. A lot of those guys are millionaires now. I kept hearing the story getting recycled about, what was it,
Yeah, it made a...
I don't know if it was a welder or an electrician or somebody that was a millionaire.
Oh, yeah. It made over 1,000, I think, or somewhere around 1,000 millionaires and about 400, like 100 millionaires. And they said it was everybody from, you know, programmers and engineers to cafeteria workers and welders.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
A lot of people got rich.
Yeah, for sure. And it was a good IPO. They expected it to IPO at 135s. It's now 160s. So it was a good IPO for sure. Fed decision on Wednesday. Yeah, that's right. 4,000. I know one SpaceX employee said it would keep shares. He trusts the company. Yeah. We will see. 25 minutes until the opening bell, though, today, guys. 25 minutes. It's SpaceX day 2. The Iran deal is done, basically. Bitcoin and gold rebounding. Oil falling down to $80 a barrel right now. So we got optimism here. We'll see if the optimism holds today. But we do have optimism.
I know he's, you know, a trillionaire and all now and everything. But I do wonder how much of that is actually liquid. I mean, I imagine most of it is not.
It's not liquid. No, yeah. It's shares.
I mean, I'm sure he has does have a lot that is, but just the large percentage of that is not. I'm sure.
Yeah, but he can go to banks now and get whatever he wants, basically.
Oh yeah,
is what it is. Like that's what it really is. Is he can go get he can. Yeah, and there's tax benefits of doing it that way anyway. But will this deal get tacoed, Blaze? I don't know, man. I think that's the big question mark and whether that happens, Blaze. Are we trading Friday? I don't know. I'm probably not. Stock market's going to be closed. Futures might be open, but I don't know.
What did they do to get rich? I imagine they had stock options.
Yeah, listen, if welders are getting paid that much over there at SpaceX, you know,
I'm going to forget this $35 an hour stuff.
That's right. I'm going to go learn to weld right now. How hard could it be, you know? How hard could it
be? #learn to weld.
Yeah, that's
actually,
right.
You know, so from what I understand, I mean, I know we're kind of kidding around here, but my dad has a lot of experience in that. He had some welding early on in his career, and he said like some of it is learning like how to do it, but mostly you can either do it or you can't in terms of being like really good at it. It's kind of an art form.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. I'm just joking, obviously, about.
Oh, I know you are.
Learning to do it, but yeah, it's definitely an art form. Look at SpaceX. Or I'm saying, look at the Nasdaq just fall quickly here. Do we get any news? It could be 9 o'clock movement here.
Let's see. Vance, we say to the Iranians, welcome to an economy without sanctions, but only if you respect the commitments you pledged in the agreement. I don't know if that was 3 minutes ago, so.
Yeah, we're just seeing. Oh, it could be. Wait, do we have industrial production numbers? Hold on. That's in like 8 minutes at 9:15 market time. So I don't think that's moving anything.
Trump tweeted.
Oh yeah, so he did tweet. Yeah, this is what's going on. I saw the movement immediately. So President just tweeted here. He said, quote, ships are starting to move, many loaded up with oil out of the strait. They are going along the southern highway, which is totally safe, secure, and pristine. There are other areas of travel also, end quote. So basically he said ships are starting to move, many loaded up with oil. It was this tweet right here. The ships are starting to move, many loaded up with oil out of the strait. They're going along the southern highway, which is totally safe, secure, and pristine. There are other areas of travel also, end quote. So this could make the Nasdaq go up. And again, we will see. We will see. Yeah, Nasdaq is starting to go up a little bit on this news. We're up to 580s right now. Gold jumped a little bit as well. I mean, I think this news is mostly cosmetic. It looks good, but Nasdaq is reacting to it. It's going up a little bit on this tweet. So the president just tweeted. That's what the news is. Insanely. Yeah, I know. I'm just joking about welding. Of course I can't freaking weld. I'm not going to learn to weld like that. Not right now. But yeah, the president just... We also had... Real quick, we did have AVGO reportedly backs a 35 billion AI chip order to boost demand, which with plans to finance over 20 gigawatts of compute capacity, potentially impacting credit through chip lease financial backstop, according to the information. On this tweet, though, we are starting to head up on the Nasdaq. Is oil falling simultaneously? I'm assuming it is. Not really that much, though, actually. So it's making maybe some more optimism, but oil is still over 80. And bouncing once it gets to 80. So I'm watching at the opening bell. As long as we maintain at these current levels, I'm definitely watching this $80 level on oil today. So I think at the opening bell. Yeah. Yeah. Long or short the open, guys. Long or short. I asked people buy or sell oil right now. 38% say sell, which I'm assuming that means long. Nasdaq, S&P, Dow. Oil go to 75. That's a big win if it goes to 75, honestly. If it stays there, which is a big if. But if it does, that's great news. Kind of needs it. Again, ships are starting to move through the strait. Many loaded with oil. In a tweet, the president said they're going back to the southern highway, which is totally safe, secure, and pristine. How are we going to trade this right now, though? Look at oil, guys. How am I supposed to trade this? I guess I could buy the bottom, sell the top, but I'm not going to do that, I think. Same thing with the Nasdaq here. How do you trade this on the Nasdaq? It's got to be a longer term trade, I guess, but the Nasdaq has been so flat over the last, like, hour. Very boring. Very boring. We're starting to get to the top of that range, though, so we're starting to creep back up towards the top. But, again, I think maybe people are just waiting for the opening bell at this point in time. Oil sweet spot of 72. Yeah. Pump or dump at the open, guys. Pump or dump, let me know. But Sandus just jumped all the way up to 2100s here. Maybe on that news that we got a second ago regarding Broadcom. So look at Sandus. It jumped up some here, look. Back up to 2100s. All right, so I said pump or dump at the opening bell. Pristine P&L. Dump, 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 dump. Everybody says dump. Do you think we correct downside at the open? Dump at the open, sell at the open? Y'all genuinely think we drop at the opening bell? Now I'm seeing pump in the chat. Dump and then pump.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I think it's hard to predict what the opening bell is going to give us. I think we could go down and then rebound and go back up. We've seen instances of like that a lot historically, so I think we could go down and then rebound. I'm going to be looking for two types of trades today. Specifically red to green moves and green to red moves. I think those are the type of reversal trades where we can see big swings. I'm actually going to be watching the Dow today as well, because it's close to all-time highs. The S&P is fairly close. The Nasdaq is kind of close. But after this tweet, we are seeing some upward movement here. Here's the S&P 500. Gold, I'm sure, is still moving up a little bit. Yeah, gold is back close to all-time highs. I might trade gold as well today if we get some good setups, too. Nasdaq to 31,000. I think that 31,000 level is staring at us for sure. Okay, boomer? Dude, I'm attacked. Oh, I'm talking about the Dow. That's why you said okay, boomer. Okay. It'll drop and then pop back up. Probably a bull day. Flat. Take profits. Quite a big gap from Friday. Yes, from the news. Mega pump. Maybe down a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for, like I said, red to green moves for sure, considering we're so close to all-time highs. But I'll also look for some green to red moves, because I think green to red moves honestly have worked better than red to green moves recently. Sometimes lately when we red to green moves, we kind of chop after we get close to the top of the range again. So, all right, guys, opening bell is here. 15 minutes. Yeah, we're at 160, 170s basically. Do y'all think we react well to the Bank of Japan rate hike decision? What are the odds for the Bank of Japan right now, though? It looks like they're expected to raise rates 25 basis points. I don't know how to check the odds on the Bank of Japan. They're expected to bump it up from 0.75% to 1% for the interest rates there. And it might have a carry trade dynamic as well, though, so we will see. Another story of this week is going to be the jobs report we get tomorrow. I mean, I don't think it's going to be big for the weekly jobs report from ADP, but I think it's going to be something. And then we also have retail sales on Wednesday, along with obviously the Fed meeting. So, gold continuing to fight its way back up. SpaceX still at 170s here. I am in SpaceX. We'll see how we do, but is the market so tired of tweets? They're still reacting to him for sure. You look like me in my prime. Me? Or somebody else? Go to 48 this year where we opened up.
The other guy on screen.
I am you in your prime, bro. That's me right now. We are getting a green candle on open, dude. Maybe, bro. Maybe.
Are you streaming from the past, John?
I am. You know, I am.
Yeah.
Dude, I tried to get my son to play chess with me this weekend, bro. And every single time, he would get in a worse position and then quit. I guess it's not really bad. Like he would offer a draw and I would accept it. Okay, so manufacturing production numbers just showed up at 0%. 0% for manufacturing production. Capacity utilization 76.2 versus 76.2 as expected. Industrial production numbers for May showed up at 0.1% versus 0.2%, basically flat year over year at 1.4%. So kind of flat industrial production numbers, but gold did just jump on this. I'm assuming it's this news, but we did have industrial production show up at 0.1 versus 0.2%. Manufacturing production show up at 0. Previously it was 0.6. So and I'm not even that great of a chess player. I mean, granted, my son's 12, so like, you know, it's not really something to brag about. He'll get there. He's honestly not bad. He got me in some bad spots. Like, he took my queen a couple times, and I had to kind of fight my way back up, and, you know, but
Jack's the real life story of searching for Bobby Fischer.
Yeah, that's right. That's it. That is him. Great movie. But no, I had to kind of explain to him, hey, you gotta, like, he thinks of things too one-dimensionally. Like, if I threaten one of his pieces, instead of thinking about how he can be offensive and you know, fix the mistake being offensive, he's too defensive. Like, he worries too much about, like, hey, let me move this piece out the way, instead of, hey, let me threaten the piece that you're trying to, that's trying to take mine, so to speak. But he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Yeah, well, instead of thinking, like, how he can use that potential loss as an advantage, too. You know,
right.
I mean, like,
yeah. All right, guys. Opening bell is upon us. 13 minutes, 13 minutes. Gold went all the way up to 43.75s today. 43.75s. Oil, again, I'm watching that big $80 level on oil. I think $80 is the level on oil right now. I think it's the bottom of this range. The lows of the day in oil, and really the low since, I don't know how long it's been, but the last few months low in oil is this 79.70 level right here. So this is these two levels on oil, $80 and 79.70, I think make the most sense to pay attention to. Opening bell is heavy. Get off me. Yeah, opening bell is here. I think we're gonna, number one, SpaceX is gonna be the prime thing to watch at the opening bell. Number one, I think it's gonna be interesting to see how SpaceX opens for the first time. And also oil's the second thing. Although look at crude jump up a little bit for WTI crude, so it's at the VWAP right now. If we weren't so close to the bell, I might short it right here just because it's at the VWAP in the top of the range. But we're gonna watch that area as well. By Microsoft. I'm in Microsoft already, brother. We bought Microsoft at 380s. It's at 390s, almost 4s. We already took some profit on it already on the bigger move up that it made, but we're still in some. So I'm still in Microsoft. Run the other way for oil. All right, guys. Yeah, look, I should have shorted here. Like I said, I was thinking about shorting it. Look at the VWAP short right there on oil, 80-50s. And looking at ranges here, I think this is I think this is the interesting range for oil right here. Under 80, I might jump in a bigger short, though. It just depends on if bulls start to get control of indices at the opening bell. Also, EU Commission President von der Leyen says we will be discussing reducing dependency on the Strait of Hormuz. Glad I bought the Nasdaq on Friday. It's gonna be a crazy open. I think so as well. Solana, SpaceX rockets. Yeah, I'm in SpaceX. We'll see how it goes. All right, the opening bell is upon us here, though. 10 minutes here, chat. 10 minutes. Yeah, that SpaceX IPO was wild. All right, guys, here we go. We have 5 minutes until the market on open orders start coming through. We'll see what those look like as well. AMC? Dude, how's AMC and GameStop doing? Dude, I haven't looked at AMC stock in a while. It's basically been around $3 a share. Or between $1 and $3 a share.
About the movie theaters?
Yeah. Movie theaters have changed, but they're in trouble. I think they're in trouble. At the very least, they've lost a lot of business over the last 5 years, 6 years, 7 years.
They are. It's sad to see, but like it's kind of understandable too. I mean, I know people have a lot more like home streaming options, but it's just gotten so expensive to go to the movies. Even if the tickets aren't bad, I mean, you spend, what, 30, 40, 50 bucks on concessions.
Hold on real quick. Okay, this wasn't a real order for SpaceX. Look at this. No, you're right. Movie theaters have changed. People watch them from home now, and people just wait for streaming a lot of the time. Unless it's like a big movie, they don't go to the theaters to watch it. It's a lot less.
Well,
for me, it's a lot less dynamic of movie theaters.
For me, they just don't put out most movies this day and age, in my opinion. I know it makes me sound old, but they're just not worth a trip to the movie theater. They're not good enough. Like they used to put out pretty good quality movies, at least when we were, teenagers and before that. But I just think the quality has dropped significantly.
I did like Project Hail Mary. I thought that was a great movie. So I did like that, but they don't have as many. It's too many remakes at this point in time.
Yeah.
Market overcorrect.
All right.
No, you're good. I was just reading the chat. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying they become too over-reliant on special effects as opposed to actual like script and story-driven movies and character-driven movies.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all hating on the new movies? I'm not hating. I like Project Hail Mary. I
am hating on most of the new movies. Not all of them.
Yeah.
but most of them are not good, in my opinion. Or at least, again, not good enough to justify making the trip to the theater and spending all that money.
Yeah, Britt says, get off my lawn, he says, basically.
I do. I do.
Cheaper to remake. Yeah, so, all right. There's no real but there's blockbusters. They're just less common. All right, anyways, guys, so let's pivot back to markets here. Oil just jumped over that volume-weighted average price. We're at 80.6, 80.6. The market on open orders data should be going live in about 2.5 minutes here. We'll see how that impacts things, but oil did just jump. I'm watching $80 a barrel, though. Nasdaq's still pretty flat. Yeah, what's up, Keo? Good morning, good morning. Cyclops. Michael was good. Yeah.
Michael was great. If you're talking about the John Travolta movie, I'm assuming there's not another one.
No, they're not talking about. They're talking about the Michael Jackson movie.
Oh, no, forget that. Michael, John Travolta. Great movie.
John Travolta, Michael. All right, guys. Dow still breaking all-time highs. Look at the Dow right now. 52.2s on the Dow. Still at all-time highs here. Guys, I'm going to ask this, and I know the boomers are going to represent here. Buy or sell the Dow right now, guys. Buy or sell the Dow. What do you guys think?
One of those. Yeah. I have no idea.
I'm a Solana man. I'm a Dapper Dan man. Don't need a movie. Just turn away any news station. Sell? Yeah, like, again, buy or sell the Dow right now, guys. The market on open data is in about a minute.
Good reference, John, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't want FOP.
Yeah. Sell the Dow and buy the Nasdaq. Ooh, blasphemy book. That's a blasphemous statement to boomers. Not to me. I mean, I'm not a boomer, clearly. But buy or sell the Dow, guys. What do you guys think? Be a Dowist and let it be? Ask Pam. Waiting for Spider-Man. Sell. What are we buying? Will we get a buy the rumor? The big story of the market right now. Look at the Dow continuing to push up. Will we get a buy the rumor, sell the news dynamic this morning at the opening bell? A lot of people expect that, right? So a lot of people expect that markets have already priced in the optimism that we got from this deal, and that we might go the other way with profit taking at the opening bell. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I've heard a lot of people in this chat room speculate that that's going to happen. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. We will be here live. We have 5 minutes left. Here's the market on open data. So I'm going to pull the Nasdaq back up here. Here's the Nasdaq. Let's see what the opening data brings, and it's going live right now. So there's the market on open data. Look at SpaceX. SpaceX is moving on the market on open data. It's up to 172s here. Look at that. So SpaceX just jumped up to 172. The highs on SpaceX are 176s, but most markets are getting some bullishness at the opening bell here, or on the market on open data. I'm a boomer and I only have the Nasdaq. You're an outlier though, Paul. John, is it possible to make $250 a day with 30,000 capital? I mean, yeah, it's possible. Is it probable to continue that trend? I mean, I don't know. 30K, let me see what the percentages are there.
Didn't somebody ask us the same kind of question on Friday? Was it the same guy?
I don't know. I'm not sure. So let's see. 250 a day. 25K. Did he say 25 or 30K? 30K is what he said. Okay, so 30. I mean, it's a lot to ask. That's almost 1% a day, right? I think it's a lot to ask. I think it's possible, but I think the more you try it, the harder it's going to be to continue without destroying your account, right? It's possible. It's just, you can make $250 a day sometimes. You're not going to make it every day. If you try to make it every day, you're in trouble, But it's possible. It's possible. Some day traders are going to be able to do it. It just depends on the trader, to be honest. It's not everybody, for sure. What's the news for the day? Cal, so we got breaking news. U.S.-Iran deal is basically done. Oil's down to $80 a barrel. SpaceX IPO day 2 is today. And most things are reacting well to the market on open prints. Yeah, you can do it. The question is not whether it's possible. Because, of course, it's possible. Is it probable? Yeah, that's the real question. That's somewhere in the middle. It is probable if you're very good. If you're not very good, it's obviously less probable. Yeah, as long as you don't aim to always have to make 250. If that's just like a target, 250 a day, I think that's all right. Like, I think you may be able to do it, but it's still really risky. So it's not going to happen every day, I guess is the point. All right, guys, here we go. 2.5 minutes until the opening bell. 2.5 minutes. Let's see if we get some fun unlocked at the open. A lot of questioning whether it's buy the rumor, sell the news day. And maybe it is. I don't know. We're going to wait and see what happens at the open. Nasdaq is actually pumping up right now ahead of the opening bell. It's at 630s. Look at the NQ. Jumping up. It's at 30,635. 38's high of the day now. I believe it's the high of the day. Yes, this is the high of the day. So the Nasdaq just jumped over high of the day right before the opening bell. Here we go. 2 minutes exactly left, chat. FOMC is Wednesday at 8:30. Or no, I'm sorry. Wednesday at 2 p.m. for the Fed decision. 2:30 for the press conference. We'll be streaming the whole thing live. I mean, it depends on the stock regarding semis. SMH is up a lot, though. Yeah, but some of them might be okay. I think it depends on how long you're going to hold it regarding this is my channel. What's your opinion on SMH? Is it too late to get into semis? It depends on how long you're holding it. Long term, I think it's fine, but I'm not an investment professional. Don't copy me. FOMC is 2 p.m. Eastern time. Whatever. I don't know Pacific time. I'm in Texas. All right, guys, here we go. We got 1 minute and 10 seconds left until the opening bell for SpaceX. Let's see what we get here. 1 minute. 1 minute now, guys. Hey, but good luck. I hope you guys make some money today.
Believe in you guys. You can do it.
I believe we can do it. SpaceX is at 172s. I'm in SpaceX. We got 50 seconds. 50 seconds. Not really any other big news that's come out since then, so we're just waiting for the market on open data here. SpaceX and more. SpaceX is back up to almost 172s at the open here. 30 seconds left, chat. Yeah, Hormuz traffic recovery seen as slow, though, is what I'm showing here. Despite easing oil prices, Kalshi traders don't expect a quick return. 20 seconds. Will we get a buy the rumor, sell the news event at the opening bell today, guys? Will this be buy the rumor, sell the news at the opening bell?
I don't know.
All right, here we go. 2, 1, and there's the opening bell here, guys. SpaceX 171s right now. Nasdaq pulling back a little bit at the opening bell. It's not a big pullback, though. It doesn't mean too much yet. It could retrace and go back up. Let's look at oil right now, guys. If that was delayed, hit the live button. Let's see what oil does now. Watching oil. So far, very muted open so far, but SpaceX is up to almost 173s. Not a big move at the opening bell here, guys. So, let's see what we get.
Decent green candle on oil right now, but I mean, that's just first candle.
Yeah, so there we go. Nasdaq just ripped up. Look at SpaceX, guys. It hit almost 175s at the opening bell, guys. 175s for SpaceX. Nasdaq just jumped up the highs of the day. It hit 30,650s. Oil is actually moving kind of up here. It's at 80.6 a barrel here. Gold is up, just tapped highs of the day again. 43.80s for gold. So bulls are coming out at the opening bell here. Interesting here. Yeah, look at Nasdaq jumped up to 30.67s here. SpaceX up to almost 175s. Hit 175s even for SpaceX. Nasdaq just broke highs of the day again. Got up to 30,675. So we're actually still moving up. Nasdaq getting close almost to 30,680 here. We're not that far away from all-time highs on the Nasdaq here as well. Where's the S&P right now? S&P is at 76.08. 70 all-time highs are 76.32 for S&P futures. 76.20 for the actual S&P here. We're at 75.30s. It's not a huge move, though. This is not necessarily like a crazy big move at the opening bell for this, though. Nasdaq at 30,006s. Let's watch SpaceX here to see what it does. Yeah, I'm waiting here for sure, at least a little bit.
Yeah, someone's telling you to take the dip, John.
What dip, bro? What dip?
I don't know. I don't know. And another person says SpaceX will hit 215 today. I mean, that'd be cool. I wouldn't be mad at it.
I don't think it's going to, but it could.
No, I don't think so either. But I mean, again, what do I know? Genuinely, you know.
Yeah. We'll hit 215 today. Big on the Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq's still climbing here. Here's 30,700. Really interesting level for the Nasdaq. 30,700. Hey, thank you, Kay, for the subscribe. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Here's 30,700 on the Nasdaq. We're watching this level right here. Got up to 91s. Robinhood over $100 a share. It is. It's not anymore. It dipped. It's almost, now it's back over 100 for Robinhood. See what happens. I'm watching oil. Oil's kind of moving up simultaneously here, though. Actually, oil's starting to come back down some. Okay, so oil, it was moving up originally in the first few minutes. Nasdaq right there at 30,700s here. Let's see if that level holds. Hey, thank you, Julius. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the subscribe. There you are, Julius. I see you. Let's go to 200 today on SpaceX. Yeah, it's starting to turn, but all time the highs on SpaceX are 176 this year, so it's starting to turn. Let's see if the VWAP holds us up. The Nasdaq's still climbing though. Oil is also falling. Some is here. Gold is steady moving up as well. So gold is at 43.80s at the high of the day again. Intel is close to all-time highs as well here, guys. Intel is up to 128. Oracle's still at 190s here, although it's starting to pop back up some. All right, SpaceX starting to turn a little bit, though, here. It's at 171s. Let's see if the Nasdaq can get over 37s. Hims. Vegas is green. On the afternoon session, I watched a different streamer buy SpaceX at 170, sell at 160. No, it happens. I think that range is small for an IPO, though, so we'll see. All right, so Nasdaq got really close to 37s. It's now at 36s again. But let's see if SpaceX holds at the VWAP or 200 exponential here. Green or red so far today, guys? Green or red? What do you guys think? Well, yeah, there's news today. All right, Nasdaq's pulling back some here. I'm going to look for a green to red move if we get one. I'm going to watch oil closely here. Yeah, SanDisk is pulling back for sure. It's out at under. SanDisk is up so much on the day, though. But all right, Nasdaq getting this dip balled up here. This little micro dip getting balled up at the opening bell. We are now 5 minutes after the opening bell. I can trade right now, but I got to wait for my setups here. I don't want to just push too heavy. So I asked people, are you red or green? I see green, 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 grass, green, very green, red, red, green, break even, big green today. Oil is still falling though. Nasdaq just tapped that 700 level. Let's see if we can get over 700. SpaceX is down to 170. So SpaceX is right at 170. Green, a little red, green. Bitcoin, guys, is up to almost 67,000. SpaceX starting to dip here. It's under 170s now, though. Nasdaq back up to 30.7K. Super green.
Said you're not trading yet?
I don't really have a setup yet here, to be honest. Like, I could have bought that dip, but I was too worried we were going to do a red to green move, or a green to red move, so I'm just kind of sitting on my hands right now. I mean, I'm in SpaceX. I'm in a bunch of other stuff, longer term, but for day trading, I got to wait to have a good trade. Nasdaq at 37s, 37.12s, new highs of the day for the Nasdaq here. And the big question,
Chicken McClung?
Yes. Nobody calls me chicken. No, I'm definitely chicken right now. I gotta wait. It could be buy the rumor, sell the news, and the move isn't big enough necessarily. I think the closer we get up to all-time highs, though, up here, the higher likelihood that we're going to test all-time highs. The Nasdaq could also want 30,000 or 31K. So, and it's still pushing up here. Look at the Nasdaq, 714s right now on the Nasdaq, 714. So we'll watch for orbs. We'll look for red to green moves or green to red moves. And we gotta wait for a reasonable trade to get involved with here. So oil's still. I said oil's still flat. Still flat.
Okay. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. No, honestly, I was just kidding. I just wanted a chance to say that line.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at 30.7K here. Let's see if we bounce off of this level now. SpaceX down under 170s though. SpaceX pulled a green to red move. I think people said they were worried about employees selling shares this morning. We're supposed to get options for SpaceX later, tomorrow or Wednesday. Yeah, Quantum is going up. Nasdaq is flying. I don't hate the dip though, but it's not a big enough move yet to talk me into buying it on the Nasdaq here. I would need some consolidation and then maybe like a break and then a pullback is what I'm looking for. So, which is a big if. I don't know if I'm going to get that or not, but choppy week ahead. Well, we got the Fed meeting, but I don't necessarily think it's going to be super choppy. It could. I think this week's a little different than normal Fed meeting weeks though. When we bought them in March, we gapped a big week, never filled it. This could be the beginning of a similar dip. SpaceX back over 170s.
Employees can't sell their shares yet, Sam?
Oh yeah, they can't. They're locked out. That's true. I think the Nasdaq's gonna rotate into the Dow. Yeah, we've seen similar moves like that. Hey, thank you for the donation, my friend. I appreciate it. We've seen similar moves like that. The Dow is breaking all-time highs this morning. It hit 52,310s on the Dow futures. So time will tell, but. Yeah, Dow at 51,840s though for the for Dow. All right, so here's a potential red move coming in at markets. But yeah, thanks again for the donation, my friend.
Yeah, we talked about it already, Food. It was a good card.
Really, yeah, it was a great card. Look at the Nasdaq come down here though. Nasdaq coming down. Tempted to short on this move right now though. What time is it? I guess I'll short. If I get a little bounce, I'll short. There's a bounce. I'm going to short into that move right here.
Cold in here. Oof.
Yeah, it's cold at my house too, bro.
Oof.
Definitely a risky short here, but small. We'll add to it if it goes in my favor. All right, so we're starting to flush a little bit here. There we go. Okay. Red showed up in markets here. All right, we cut a little piece down there. We'll add more to this if it keeps going down and kind of resize back into it. We need a larger move though. Nah, I don't like that at all. We're gonna get out. So we got out flat on that trade. Nasdaq just popped up quickly here. SpaceX looks to be holding 170s though. So let's see. If we can get back over 30.7, the bulls are back. So we somehow made money on that trade. The Dow is pulling back some, so maybe we're seeing some rotation out of the Dow. The Dow's down to 51,740 on the actual index. Nasdaq back up here. Kind of at a flat open. We're going to watch for an opening range breakout, though. We're 11 minutes into the day. But we might keep breaking highs here. Nasdaq back up, tapped highs of the day, got up to 25s.
Let's see.
What's oil doing?
I don't know. Let's see.
Nasdaq keeps ripping here, guys. Look at the Nasdaq jump right now.
Oil's pretty much tapping sideways.
Yeah.
Let's see. Germany's mirrors Ukraine is in a new position of strength. Russia cannot win militarily, and Kuwait resumes limited operations for Gulf, Arab, and foreign airlines through Terminal 4 at Kuwait International Airport, Civil Aviation Authority.
Yeah, I don't know if that's moving markets. Maybe
It's not. I'm just
yeah,
giving a couple updates.
yeah. So 730s here, 730s. Let's see what the Nasdaq does. All right, so we pulled back at 7. It looks bullish, obviously. I mean, markets are running here, and I think the higher we get up here, markets want to see all-time highs. All-time highs are not that far away on the Nasdaq here. SpaceX consolidating around 70s, though. We're heading into that part of the day in which we could see orbs set up. So we could definitely see orbs set up. Let's see if we do. The Nasdaq just broke highs again. 730s right now. 730s on the Nasdaq here.
Man. Bro, look at Western Digital.
Yeah, it's at 650s right now. Western Digital's flying up.
Dang.
Yeah.
Don't speak unless you're spoken to.
Me?
I don't know. Might have been talking to me, or maybe somebody in the chat, but I think they were talking to me. I don't know.
Yeah, if they're talking to me, bro, somebody's always talking to me in the chat, guys. You know, I would say I'm the top 3 most talked to person in the chat. You know,
maybe.
I assume. You know, could be you, Britt, for sure.
It might be me, and if it is, I don't really care.
Yeah, I gotta wait for us to break past this high volume area, though.
Because nobody puts baby in the corner. You know.
Yeah, that's right. I know. Oracle could be a play. What's Oracle doing? Oracle's up. It's up all right. SpaceX holding support at 170s. All right, so we're heading into the orb setup here. We got 1 minute left for the 15-minute orb. SpaceX still holding though. Let me draw the orb setup, which is right around here. This is the orb setup right here. Big range though for the open.
It's Brit basketball. BRITT.
1T.
You stop it, John.
Dow's right at the volume weighted average price 200 exponential though. Dude, I want to buy the Dow here, dude. Would the boomers unite and celebrate if I did? Is there a micro Dow? Yeah, there is. Give me the micro Dow. What's the Nasdaq doing? Nasdaq back to highs of the day here. Nasdaq still trying to hold here. Problem is the Nasdaq's pushing up and I'm worried about rotation. Look at the Nasdaq jumping up again. 750's up there, right above us here on the Nasdaq. Where's SpaceX? SpaceX is climbing higher here as well. It's at 173. The Dow did bounce at the same time too. Should have bought it. Sorry, boomers, I didn't do it, but I should have. Nasdaq still ripping here. 750s right now with the Nasdaq. Just tapped 750s. SpaceX is just hit 173s again. Nasdaq still up 750s again. Where's the Dow? Dow pulling back some on the Nasdaq rise. 753s now on the Nasdaq. Dow pulling back big here. Where's oil? Oil's creeping up a little bit too here. I bought the Dow, guys. I did it. Just for you guys here. I bought the Dow. I've done it, guys. Boomers unite. The Dow is a bought. Yeah, I'll put the trade up right here so you guys can see it. You know, if I lose on this trade, boomers, y'all are to blame.
Oh yeah, it's totally their fault, not yours.
Definitely their fault for sure. Nasdaq has gotten up to 763s here though. Yeah, so I'm in the Dow right now, long. I'll add more to it here. Let's take 5 trades, 5 contracts. We need a little bit more of the Dow. There we go. That's not bad. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit off, but we'll hold most of it still. We're gonna add more to this too. Nasdaq is up to 775s right now. 775s. A little bit more off up here. We'll hold the rest mostly break even now. Let us get stopped out. Take a longer term trade here. See what happens. AMD or Intel? Which one do you guys like long term? SpaceX up to 173 still. Starting to creep back up. Here's SpaceX, guys. Look at SpaceX. Left side, 173.60s. This is taking too long. Also, you want to help support the channel, check out Lucid. Again, the reason people like Lucid Flex is because once you're funded, there's no consistency rule, no DLL beyond your initial trail. And so that's why everybody likes Lucid Flex. Some of the best rules in the game in funding, guys. You can use coupon code BGT, get funded. You can go direct to funded on Lucid as well. If you haven't used your 50% off, you can get it for $420 for a 150K direct to funded account on Lucid. So if you want to check them out, again, it's a great way to help support the channel. Look, Lucid Flex has the best rules in the game in funded though. So I'll put this link up if you want to check them out. But Apex also still has their 90. Apex still has their 90% off sale going on too. So if you want the cheapest account, Apex is probably it.
Extended it again?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You guys almost can't afford not to take advantage of it, you know, is what I think.
Great job, Brent. Great job.
Oh, thank you.
Nasdaq is up to 30,785s here. I mean, I think markets are pricing in potential all-time highs on the Nasdaq here. Yeah. All right, so we're still in this trade, riding it up here. Very small, but green. We can take larger risks soon. Look at the Nasdaq, almost 800s here on the NQ. Almost 800s. All right, I'm going to get out of this Dow trade right now because I want to trade the Nasdaq personally. Look at the Nasdaq run here. That orb setup worked perfectly. SpaceX still at 174s, but man, look at the Nasdaq here. 800s. We'll see if we get like a test of 800s. And then maybe like a dip down to 750 or 740s is what I'm going to look for now. But man, look at the Nasdaq run. Still going here, still going. Oil's still falling down some too.
Love to see that.
Yeah, look at the Nasdaq. There's 800s. That all-time high is the dip from the future. SpaceX volume is still okay. I mean, it's going to have the highest volume since the open. You know? It's kind of up and down since the bell, though. Here's 800s right here on the Nasdaq. We got to watch it. Wait, where's the all-time highs on the Nasdaq? Is that all-time highs 807? Oh, dude, we're getting over all-time highs. I need to find a way to buy. I need a dip. I might not get it, but I need a dip. It's a little greedy here, but I think Nasdaq wants all-time highs. Yeah, I think Nasdaq wants all-time highs. It's so close to all-time highs, I think it's going to break at the very least. It might take a little while, though, but Nasdaq is so close to all-time highs here. It just tapped 800s. It's, what, $7 away from all-time highs? It might pull back fairly large prior to that, though. Might pick up some steam and then come back, is what I'm looking at. Yeah, we were like $7 away for Nasdaq all-time highs. NQ futures all-time highs in the Nasdaq are what, 807s? We're at 800s now, so.
Jason says yes, 31,101 is all-time highs on MNQ. I didn't think it hit that.
It depends on which one you're looking at, probably. I'm at 67s right now. You can see it. There's a big push. Yeah, look at SpaceX start to get up there. It's at 174.40s here. All right, we did jump into a trade here. We're taking a little bit larger size, but that's okay. Can y'all see this? No, y'all can't. Look. There we go. I'm going to take a little bit more off here. Take a little bit more off here. And we're going to let the rest try to ride to all-time highs here, but we'll cut the rest quickly if it starts to break down. Yeah, we got to cut it right there. So we made money on the trade for sure, but we'll see if we get another better move now. I think we made money on the trade. Get this out the way. I think it wants to get up there, but it might take a second to cool down first. It got so close to all-time highs. What are y'all showing as the all-time highs on the Nasdaq? I'm showing 807s. Depends on which Nasdaq we're looking at, though. All right, we're back to the top of that orb breakout level here.
SpaceX underwriters exercised option to buy additional 83.33 million shares.
SpaceX looks like about...
IPO over allotment option. Okay.
It's very close to breaking all-time highs as well here. All right, so we jumped back at long on that pullback here. I'll show you guys the trade, but we have 8 contracts left. I want to give this time to get back up there. All right, I'm going to take a little bit more off here. There we go. Oh, y'all can't see it. My bad. There you go. Take a little bit more off up here. Give the rest time to work. We're so close to all-time highs. I want to see if we get a big bull run back up there. We're pulling back to that top of the orb too, the 15-minute orb. We're just not getting any follow through all these bounces. The Dow is... I should have held that Dow long is really what I should have held, dude. Boomers, I'm sorry. We're gonna sit in and see if we get a liquidity grab back up there real quick. Looks a little better. What time is it? All right, 10 o'clock's about to be here. We can take more risks now because we're green on the day, but yeah, it's a trap. I'm getting out. We'll wait on it now. You don't love to see it, but it happens. Yeah, look at this pullback. Buy or sell right here, guys. What do you guys think? Let me see the chat. I haven't looked at the chat in a second. Well, there's different contracts going through right now. There's different orders going through, so to speak. Did we have news that just came out? Let me make sure. Yeah, VP Vance has already signed the deal digitally yesterday. There's been no money released, and that won't change.
Yeah, I saw that, but it seemed kind of like a redress, so I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I don't know how big that's gonna move markets here. At this point in time, markets are seeing if we're gonna get a green to red move, which I will attack if we get one or not. I'll get a.
SpaceX raises about 85.7 billion in IPO.
Yeah, I believe that. We got really high optimism, and maybe markets just faked out that all-time high print, but maybe not. We'll see. Hey, thank you for the subscribe. Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Looks like bears are starting to get control here, though. Hey, thank you, Matt. Appreciate the sub. And I'm going to jump back in long right here. We got a nice push up. Take a little bit more off. Take another piece off here. See if we get a move back up to that high of the day. I could be pretty loose on the last contract here, though. So I made back that last loss. We can break even. See if we start to rip towards highs now. Kind of rangy right now, though. We can hold this last piece break even here. There we go. Could add more to it too. SpaceX is still at 173s right now. This looks like it's slowing down a little bit. I'm going to take some off right there. Or I'm going to take the last one off. I was thinking about holding it, but I'll buy a pullback if we get one down to like 725s. Is what I'm going to look for here. Still watching SpaceX because I'm in that as well. But I'm looking for 725s. Maybe right here. All right, we just jumped in 2. That's it. We'll leave it just 2. Add to it if it goes back green. We're kind of in the middle here though, but I think bull bias makes sense today based off everything going on. There we go. Take a little bit off there, protect profits, and now we can hold the rest close to break even again and try to let it sit. Put a stop loss in here. My bias has been mostly long today. Mostly long. I want to see if we start getting up there to the all-time highs. How you guys doing today? Y'all red or green? Chat. How you guys doing? There we go. Okay. We'll add more if we keep pushing up. If we get up to like 760s, pull back, we'll add some more. There we go. There's 750s. Okay, we can add more now. Getting close to highs of the day again. Remove this stop. Put another stop down here. There we go. Okay.
Give me a second. I gotta go turn the air down. I'll be right back, John.
Okay. Still very greed. Ultra greed. Hey, nice back. Congrats, bro. Alright, so we just dipped out quickly here. I'm going to remove my stop and then hold this and then manage it myself, but... There we go. Get back up there. Okay. Looks good. There we go. There we go. Took half off there now. Figure out how I want to manage the rest of this. If we keep pushing here. And we'll cut it right there. I don't like that pullback. We'll see. Maybe we'll pick up steam and we'll buy another dip. We're green now. What if controls down here at 700s? Lucid, it depends on which one you do. The eval, if you want to go direct to funded, if you use my coupon code and you've never used it before, you can get a 150K direct to funded account for $420 if you haven't used the 50% off. You can use it twice. Lucid Flex is pretty cheap. And Lucid Flex has the best rules once you're actually funded. And so there's a 50% consistency rule in the eval, but once you're actually funded on Lucid Flex, it's got great rules. Great rules. Green light cash, mostly green. Yeah, I'm looking at SpaceX right now. SpaceX is kind of sideways here. We're still watching it, but a little choppy for sure. I might miss this high run here. I need a dip though, personally, but we get to 775, pull back to 750. I'll buy that, but I have to wait for that now. We're kind of sideways now for the last 3 minutes here. Yeah, so Lucid Flex is a little bit cheaper because it's harder to pass, I think. Like, if you look at it, Lucid Flex is $70 for the 25K 98, but you get 50% off if you use my coupon code and you haven't used it yet. You get 50% off it. You can use it twice. Use the coupon code BGT. It'll get you the discount. Looks like I got out at the right time, though. Is this a Christmas song right now, guys? In June?
It's probably Christmas somewhere, you know?
Probably, you know. Some people celebrate it in July.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is a great song. Also, did you say you got out of the trade successfully?
Yeah, I made money on the last trade. I'm green on the day. I have to wait. We're kind of dipping down. I got out almost at the top of this last move here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got out almost at the top.
What was the Christmas song, by the way? Was it Baby It's Cold Outside?
No, I wish it was, but just a month early for Christmas in July. Yeah, SpaceX is just consolidating here, but it's close to its highs at 176s for SpaceX. So it's close enough to get people excited here. I might buy this dip again, though. Let's see.
You ever notice there's tons of Christmas songs, but no Festivus songs?
Yeah. Here, hold on. So I just jumped back in this trade. I might add some size into this too, though.
First for everyone in NVIDIA. Did NVIDIA drop?
All right, we're in some size here with the Nasdaq. We built up a cushion on the day so far as well. NVIDIA's at 208s.
208s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna let this try to slide here, but I'm probably gonna have to cut this soon. Yeah, I gotta cut it. Well, I could maybe hold on to the last piece, but yeah, just a big red candle. A lot of people are expecting markets to go up to all-time highs today. That's what I'm trying to get baked into. I think it will sometime today, just who knows when. And here's a big retracement candle now. I don't know if I want to add size back, though.
Excuse me.
Yeah, just getting faked out some today. I believe we're going to go up there and test all-time highs. You just don't know when, so maybe I should just take a longer-term trade with calculated risk. Might be the move. I want to give it a second, though, here. The move might just happen later today is what I'm assuming if this doesn't work. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut
You know what to say about assuming, John? You shouldn't do it.
I know. I mean, it looks like a bull flag, but sometimes they don't work. All right, now we're right back up. Yeah, I like this move now. Might add some size back in. Yeah, I gotta get out of this. It's just chopping too much, man. I'm getting stuck in the chop too much today. Did I accidentally buy the Dow? I guess I did accidentally buy the Dow. Boomers, you guys would be proud of me here, but I think my stop got filled. I didn't cancel my stop on the Dow. Try to put that up so y'all can see it. Where's the Dow? There it is. It's a very small trade, but hey. Got out of Getty. Yeah, I'm flat in my Dow position here, but am I flat? No, I'm not flat. Oh, it's a short position. Oh, that's why covering hasn't worked. Sorry, boomers. Oh, short in the Dow kind of worked here. I didn't mean to do it, but the news. Yeah, let me check. NAHB housing market index dropped. All right, so the Dow short's working here. I meant to do this. I'm just gonna get out break even. I didn't mean to take that trade. I don't want to take trades I didn't mean to take, even if it's going good. All right. So we're gonna have to pivot back down to small size, see if we can catch back up on the day. SpaceX still sitting at 174. It's got up to almost 175s here. Yeah, is there escalating news regarding that, Britt? Let me see. I know Britt sent me something a second ago.
I don't see anything yet, but that doesn't mean it's not happening.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to wiggle, though, in the Nasdaq here. Look at the Nasdaq.
Yeah.
So let's wiggle it a little bit here. It's been big range, though. Like, we go up big, and then we go down big. All right, I just jumped back in the Nasdaq. This is some type of maybe news here. Look, I'm gonna start taking a little bit more off here. We got ourselves back to flat, but we'll hold this last little piece. I want to give it a chance to get to highs, right? Like, that's been the trade. Like, I want to give it a chance to get to highs of the day. Because it got so close earlier. Dude, I don't know why the Christmas music keeps popping up here. Yell at me if this trade goes against me, guys. There you go. Now we're getting a pullback here. Dude, it's such a weird range. Y'all be careful today, man. Like, we're going up big, down big, up big, down big. Big candles today. So y'all just be careful. Realistically. I guess I'm going to stay long for a longer term trade. Unintended, I guess. Where's the haha song? I don't know, man. Now we're starting to get back some of that green too. Again, I have a decent entry, but I don't trust any movement right now based off of the last 5 minutes. I'm sure the last 5 minutes has kind of been eating accounts, to be honest. If people are trying to trade this, SpaceX is getting back up there almost 175. A lot of people are going to see if it breaks highs of the day. Hold on. Hey, thank you for the subscribe, Megan. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Y'all be careful today, though, right now. SpaceX up to almost 175s here. Yeah, 40-point average candle. Biggest thing is to trade small. Yeah, I agree. Just be careful, guys.
Do it now.
Yeah, do it now. Hit the subscribe button, guys. I'll cover the rest of this break even. Like, I'm trying to be patient here, to be honest, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's kind of hard to be patient in this. There we go. That's a better move. I'm gonna just leave this one and just let it try to work here, to be honest, because I don't necessarily trust it right now. There you go. That's better. Put the trade up if you guys want to see it, but hey, what's up, Femi? John had Nvidia, IWM options over the weekend, printed sold. Hey, nice, Femi. Congrats, dude. I think my mom was right about SpaceX. She might have been. She might have been. There's the moves here. Let's see if it holds. SpaceX is getting close to highs. 175 needs to break, but I would add to this, but lately I've been adding and we've been retracing immediately, so I'm going to wait until we get a pop over like 750s to add to this, I think, and we're just going to leave it alone because we have a big green on it, so we can let it range here. Hey, thank you, Reba. I appreciate the subs. We got a ton of subs over the last few days, so thanks. Dow, I should have held the Dow too.
Thanks, everybody. The love is appreciated.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. We gotta rage out of this eventually, huh? Well, while we're here, we might as well do a shameless plug. If you haven't already, check out Apex, guys. Apex still has their 90% sale going on. You can get accounts on Apex. If you want cheap accounts like you haven't done it before, you can get $17 each accounts. $85 gets you 5 accounts. If you want an end-of-day trail, which is better for sure, $35 accounts. Some of the cheapest in the game if you use my code BGT. Their sale is still going on. Chat, still going on. So I'll post their link here. You can check them out. Great way to help support the channel here. And
how can you go wrong, guys?
That's right.
You know?
All right, so we're still gonna hold this break even. But man, look at that candle. Or SpaceX. SpaceX just ripped up to 176s almost and then pulled back here.
Also, hit the like button, guys. See if we can get to 400. We're at 361 right now.
Honestly, this range is not really that good. Like, it's hard to day trade this unless you're taking longer term trades. I've got a good entry on this bottom one though, so we're gonna hold this close, but high volume area, the volume profile too. Yeah, it definitely is chopping a lot today, to be honest. More than I expected it to with all the stuff going on over the weekend. I mean, we're still doing all right, but we had to kind of scale down and trade small. Alright, we're right at break even now. We'll give it a second, but I'd love for my entry to hold a support here. It might just wake me out though and then bounce back higher here, but I hope not. Hey, thank you for the subscribe, my friends. Thank you, Omar. Appreciate the love, brother. Thank you, sir. The only thing I'm waiting for is to see if this downwick stops and then bounces. There we go. That's exactly what happened. This is what's been going on today. It stops, like a breakdown under a big level, and then a like immediate rebound back up. Look at that. That's exactly what happened. Now we're starting to rip back higher here. Very weird price action. Chop for sure. Alright, so U.S. military advisor says the U.S. blockade remains in effect pending completion of the agreement scheduled for the 19th. Fear and greed showing 41 out of 100, so fear. Yeah, it does look like a bull flag for sure. That's why I've only been long today, is because it does look like a bull flag around all-time highs. But it's been very rangy for now. There we go. Yeah, it could play out. I don't know.
Thanks for the subscribe, Omar.
Yeah, thank you, dude. I mean, I'll stay in this. Like I said, as long as it doesn't stop me out, I'll sit in this. And maybe add to it too if I need to, but I need to start breaking out to up to like 750s before I add here. SpaceX starting to roll over a little bit. It's at 171s right now. SpaceX down to 170s. Yeah, I saw that news, Fender, but
yeah,
we're just getting chopped right now. Should we do a giveaway?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, we are going to do a giveaway here. So if you want to enter the giveaway for a Lucid Flex 50K, exclamation point BGT will enter the giveaway. Lucid Flex has the best rules once you're funded. So if you actually pass the test, no consistency rule, no daily loss limit beyond initial trail. And so it's actually got some pretty solid, you know, most people like Lucid Flex for that reason. Yeah, just enter exclamation point BGT, you'll enter the giveaway. Hey, later, Fender. Have a good day, bro. I mean, it looks somewhat bullish right here. Looks like it might creep up past the range. We got a little feeler traded here, but it looks okay. $170 seems like an important level for SpaceX too. All right, Nasdaq jumping up a little bit. Let's see if it holds. I'm not going to add to it until 750s though. Like if we pull up to 750 and then rebound, baby. Yeah. All right, we're starting to see some bulls show up. SpaceX did bounce a little bit too. Dow's keeps pushing up. Oil's actually breaking down. It's under $80 a barrel right now. Look at oil, guys. Oil under 80. Just dipped. Look at oil start to fall.
Keep falling.
Yeah.
I need
that should help my trade. Yeah, it should help my trade too. There we go.
2 birds with 1 stone.
That's right. We almost got up to 750 and now we're pulling back. I might buy a dip here if we get one now. I get one. I might not get one. There's 750s. We get a dip now. We hit 750s. I don't know if I'm gonna get a big enough one. Come on, give me the dip.
You can do it, Joe.
We needed to dip first.
All I know is if oil keeps falling like this, I'll be able to afford to drive to the gas station.
Yeah, dude, that's always good. You know.
Yeah.
750s. I might not get the pullback to add. There we go. Okay.
It's a good move, Blaze. I didn't think about that.
Need a pullback to buy more. Okay, that's enough. I'll do that. I'll add there. Fine. We're getting close to highs. 800 is high of the day. All-time high in the NQ is what, 807s? Might add one more here. If I get a nice enough dip. Might not get a chance. There we go. Alright, I took another piece off. I'm locking that in. We're up so much on it, I don't want to give it back. We'll hold the rest break even and then add back on another dip if we get one as we approach 800s if we continue. There we go. Alright.
Excuse me.
Yep, I'm out. Got out break even on the rest. That's fine. We made a ton from that trade. Maybe we'll add another pullback to like 740s maybe even. There's 740s. Alright, we just added back at 740s here. Also, exclamation point BGT enters you into the giveaway, guys. There we go. Take a little bit off there too now. Give me all-time highs now. Yeah, we're starting to creep higher here. Are y'all bullish or bearish right here, guys? Oil continues to fall. But I cut the rest break even on the rest. It might fake me out here, but I want to lock in those profits I made. 25s would be another buy level maybe here. 30s. There's 25s right there. Alright, we just jumped in. 25s. Wait, is this news driven? Hold on, let me take a second here. I'm gonna cut half of this right here and just protect because it dipped a little bit. That way if it keeps dropping, it's small. See, what's weird is that oil keeps breaking down here. Oil's at 79.84, right at the lows of the day. Okay, so we did get faked out on that last little bit, but that's alright. See if this one retraces up more and gives me a better entry I can add to it. If not, we'll keep it small. Okay. Need more of a move to add. Alright, big green candle here. Wow. Wow. Big green candle. Ooh, do I want to add to this? I think so. Here. Oil just continues to fall. 79.85s right now. Yeah, remember, exclamation point BGT will enter you into the giveaway, guys. It's a Lucid Flex 50K eval. I'm getting myself into a good position here with these trades. It's just not following through as much as I need for a choppy kind of day here. I'm gonna reduce my size a little bit since it tested my entry. I'll add back at 20s here again, see if we can fix our average and get a pop back higher here. Such a weird day though. Everybody knows we might break all-time highs today, but people are just trying to ride the momentum, I think. There we go. There we go. We're just not really following through. Yeah, very trappy price action for sure. Where's SpaceX right now? SpaceX back over 170. Okay, it's doing all right. We're getting ourselves in good spots. We're just not following through. Like, the market's not following through. It's too sideways. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. We're just not following through at all, man. It's hard to trade this. No, it's not, Kevin. That's it. All right. Well, I think we're gonna break highs of the day here, all-time highs. I just don't know how long it's gonna take. Do we break highs in the Nasdaq today? What do you guys think? All right, guys, if you want to join the giveaway, we're gonna give you 5 minutes. Let me set the, all right, look, I'm gonna set it a timer for the giveaway here. Let me find it. All right, you got 6 minutes. 50K flex account on Lucid. And the reason people like Lucid Flex, again, guys, is because Lucid Flex, once you're actually funded on Lucid, right? Like, these are evals. You pass the test, they fund you. You fail, you only lose what you pay for it. The reason people like Lucid Flex is because once you pass the eval, no daily loss limit, no consistency rule, which enables you to build up profits a lot faster, you know? So you can have like big winning days in these Lucid Flex accounts. And it's just a good way to do it. I think Lucid Flex is probably the best funded account in the game. If you pass the test. It's an eval originally, but exclamation point BGT will enter you into the giveaway, my friends, if you haven't already. So consistency rules means you can't, like, if you look at the Lucid Flex, right, if you go back to the eval, there's a 50% consistency, which means that the target is 3K. You can't make more than $1,500 a day in order to pass it. So basically, the minimum time to pass it is 2 days on the Lucid Flex, but it makes it up for it with the actual funded rules, which, again, has no consistency, no daily loss limit.
Basically, you have to prove to some extent, at least, that it wasn't just a fluke.
Right, exactly, yeah. Yeah, they paid out in 1 minute for me. When I took a payout from them, it paid out in 1 minute.
It's pretty fast.
Oh, some say it's very fast, you know.
Some do.
Yeah, I'm sure they do say that. Where's SpaceX, dude? SpaceX is sideways too, bro. Who knew SpaceX would be sideways for his first opening bell here, man? Oil's down, though. How much time we got left for the giveaway? We have 3 minutes and 43 seconds left, guys. I've mostly been back and forth today in my trading, but it's hard to trade this. It really is. See what else is moving in my symbols. We're in the high volume area too, the volume profile, so it's just harder to make money here. It's a red candle though showing up. Let's see what happens. Such a choppy trend so far today. Might jump it short on the Nasdaq here. I think I will. There we go. It's just taking too long. Alright, we cut most of that. Short worked. We'll hold the last little one. Can y'all see this? No. I'll hold it break even now. ridiculous, man. It popped right back higher. Let's see if it holds down. Very trappy price action today, guys. I'm gonna get out here. I don't know what to do. I mean, we're nicely green on the day after that short, but it's not easy trading. I would just be careful today, to be honest. All right, guys, we got 30 seconds left to join the giveaway. Exclamation point BGT one time will enter you into the giveaway. You got to message me on Discord or join the Discord and you know, to accept your prize if you do win. But you got 15 seconds, exclamation point BGT if you haven't already. You only have to enter it once, Carla.
Or follow us on X.
Alright, guys, so that'll be the end of the giveaway here. You guys ready? I'll give you guys 30 seconds left to join it real quick. 30 seconds. Exclamation point BGT. "30 seconds is an eternity." Well, the beginner trading stream, it is BGT, Daniel. BGT is what it is. Let me know what you guys think it stands for. Alright, guys, we're going to go ahead and do the giveaway now because I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, all good. You just join the Discord. You'll have to take a picture of your YouTube homepage. Let me know it's you. Alright, guys, here we go. Giveaway is now in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here's the giveaway. The winner is... Should I let PZ join for the giveaway? You gotta subscribe, my friend, to chat. Alright. No, I'm letting all these last minute stragglers get in. I'm sorry. This is like my 8th countdown. Alright. Now, the winner is... Sharjeel Yassine. Sharjeel. You know, you are the winner. Announce yourself, or somebody else gets it. Show us you're still here in chat. Are they still here? No, they're not. They're not here. We'll give them 2 minutes. I better not get Sherbirded. Oh, there you are. You're there. Okay, I see you. You win. Congratulations. Join the Discord if you haven't already. And just send me a message in the main trading chat, and I got you. I'll message you and send it to you. Here's the Discord link if you don't have it already, my friend. There's the Discord link. You can join it there. Alright. Yeah. Just join and send me a picture. Alright, guys, we're out of here. I will see you guys later. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Depends on what the market does today. Whether we trade this evening or not. But thanks for watching, chat. Love to everybody here. Thanks so much. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Thanks for
tuning in, everybody.
Yeah, just join the Discord. I'll send you a message, Char. I got you. All right. Later, guys. Y'all have a great day. Again, remember, use coupon code BGT. Help support free content, guys. Love to everybody here. I appreciate the love. Thanks so much. Y'all have a great day. We'll see if my SpaceX trade does well.
I'm sure it will.
Later, chat.